And that was wrong of you.
Celebratory drinks after all this is over.
The fuck did you say, Luke?
There will be celebratory drinks when all
After all this is over.
Fantastic.
Uh-huh.
I couldn't isolate sounds, so I just heard them all at once and was like, yeah, there's just a lot happening. Hello, everybody.
There will be celebratory drinks. Here, how about this?
No.
There will be celebratory drinks.
Oh my god, I hate that so fucking much. Hate it. I'm gonna take that away from you.
Nope. You can't take it away from me. I am undeniable.
Welcome, everyone, to Dice Dames and Dudes. I don't even know where to start.
I'm gonna start sending Luke a special link that will filter his audio through a helium filter.
It would be really interesting to hear the deep growl echo with a helium filter on top of it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that it would equal out like you're hoping it would. I think that it would turn into like horrible clown pitch nightmare noise.
It'll sound like, you know, a tiny little demon growling at you.
Mm-hmm. I'm coming to get you. Oh my god, that
Didn't we have that in one episode, like a few inch tall, like little demon? That was...
The only one I remember was the poop goblin that Curtis
No.
There was all the little mini demons that were like lava pygmies or something that lava gnomes that were eating people, some shit like that.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Feeling, I know the hum is bad. Just bear with it. It'll be fixed by tomorrow, probably.
I would say eat my ass, but that's one person's job, and yeah.
Wow. I could have done without all of it. Like that whole last sentence could have been, you know, left out of existence. Like if you just
didn't speak.
Yeah. I enjoyed that. Clearly, it upset both of you. So.
It didn't upset me. It's just distasteful.
Ah.
Get it?
Fuck off, all of you. Sai, how are you doing?
I'm doing awesome. So I have this new audio board that I can't use yet, but yeah. Soon.
Be able to use it tomorrow.
I would choose to be homeless. Hi, how are you? What? Listen. My audio board works the way it works, and I'm guessing that you never found a driver to plug in the USB-C to make it...
There are no drivers. Okay. That company does not exist online.
Yeah.
Quality.
That's not surprising, you know. I mean, I would say go try to order one from Wish, but I don't even know if Wish still carries them. I think
drivers
sold out. No, the audio board. Yeah. Mine works great.
It's fine.
I think you have an older version than mine. So with mine,
micro USB.
Yeah, with mine, the only thing the USB is good for is output, or input rather, to be able to play files.
Yeah, USB. I mean mine does that as well. But like I said, where your USB-C port is, I have a micro USB that then runs into my computer. You know.
Yeah. My C runs into my computer, and my computer says no bueno.
Yeah, if you can figure out the appropriate driver for it, I bet it would work. But, you know...
It's fine. We got a different plug coming.
Good. All right, good. Good.
Make it work.
Yeah, those big outputs in the top right.
Mm-hmm. That'll give you better audio.
Yeah.
Yeah.
More throughput with those cables.
Hi, Woodrow.
Hello.
How are you?
I feel better. I still have like a cough and shit though, but doing better.
You sound better.
Yeah.
Yeah,
thanks.
you do sound a lot better.
Did you wash your sheets, though?
Yeah, I did actually.
Good.
Oh gosh.
Good. Well, I remember what you wrote us the day after our last stream. That,
Yeah, when I broke the fever. Yeah, I was like an ocean in my fucking bed. It was terrible.
Oh, no fun.
Oh.
Not cool.
He's no fun.
Pillow sheets or pillowcases, everything. It
Yep.
was fun.
How are you, Luke?
I'm good. I just finished up the pencils for the 3 pieces that I'm going to be putting in the underground art auction.
Nice.
Had my partner in crime. Where is she? I guess the chat's down over that way.
Yes.
Had her give the final once over to make sure that everything looked proper before I go ahead and print them out. So yeah, I'm happy. I'm good. Had a fantastic weekend streaming. Had the fucking amazing show with Pete, and then had Chubb on for Mary Boy's Beef Heads.
Nice.
Opened that up, read that this weekend. It was fucking fantastic. Had Odin Dasco and Skunk Artworks on for Kill Them Dead, and yeah, it was.
We
good.
have them scheduled, but not till January.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Oh, we're booked into February now, guys. Like, if you need to get on Red
So-
Valkyrie.
And I'm sure this will amaze a lot of people, but look what I got in the mail.
Ooh.
the other day.
Nice.
This came in the mail yesterday, so I am amazed. I'm looking
That's-
forward to opening it. I'm hoping that I can get Carl to come hang out. You know.
Good luck. I
Yeah.
was not able to get Carl to respond, but
Yeah.
I got mine a couple weeks ago, I think.
Yeah.
And it looks cool. It
Of
looks pretty
course.
cool.
I mean, I know he put a lot of effort in that, and he had to go.
He
you know,
did. And
yeah.
the standees are awesome. Like, they're a really good size and really good print and everything like that. So it's good.
Excellent. Well, I'm looking forward to it, and I mean, I realize I may not be able to get him to come hang out, and it happens. You know, he kind of disappeared. He does have an ad for the book on Woodrow. You know what I'm talking about? That radio.
It's like Nightcore Radio or something like that. I
Yeah,
have to open my Night Ride
Night
FM,
Quest-
I think.
Night Ride FM. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, it's like an 80s inspired synthwave type station, and yeah, it was kind of cool to look up and say, "Holy shit, that's Carl Rowe's book. He's got an ad on this channel."
You're like, I know that.
Yeah, I know that dude. I know that book. So, you know, hopefully I'll get a chance to talk to him. But yeah, so it was good. It was good.
Cool.
Yeah,
Very
I got my
cool.
Fiendish 2 book as well. What is today? Thursday. Tomorrow night I have Eric Weathers coming on for Battlebrick Road 2, and then Friday I've got Rini coming on for opening Fiendish 2. So,
Wow, you have Rini coming on while she's in Taiwan?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. I did not
Crazy.
expect her. I just reached out to her being like, you know, I figured she'd be like, yeah, when I get back into the States, I'll come on. So she's 12 hours ahead of us. So yeah, it'll be 8 a.m. for her, 8 p.m. Over here. So
Nice.
yeah. Just a little back and forth to make sure that, you know, because I was like, oh, we can do it at 6 p.m. And she's like, yeah, it's like 12 hours ahead. So that would be 6 a.m. I was like, oh, damn. Okay.
Maybe
How
we
about-
don't do it then. That seems
Yeah.
maybe not as nice.
I mean, I wouldn't want to get up at 6 a.m. to hang out with me. So,
No offense, but me either.
yeah. Well, I
Aw.
don't blame you. I
I-
think the only person that would want to hang out with me at 6 a.m. is that gorgeous flying feline in the chat there.
I was gonna say I would, but I would.
No,
not
you
be.
wouldn't.
I would, but that's because I already have to wake up early and do things I don't want to do that early in the morning.
Mhm, see? Yep. See, she says. That's right.
Luke, I love you.
Right back at you, sis.
Gross.
I like Johnny's like, no, that's just rude.
It's all right. That's all right. You know.
Okay, we had a whole conversation about this. If we didn't give him shit, he would be concerned.
Insubordinate and churlish.
And churlish. That's a good word. Churlish is a
That
good
is
word.
That is the only thing that has been said between me and Sai for like the past 2 weeks. So we'll just sit there and all of a sudden someone will go churlish, and then the other one goes and insubordinate. It's horrible. Anyway.
Yeah, Key and Peele had some funny stuff on their show.
Oh my gosh, AA Ron will always get me.
Mm-hmm.
I will
D-nice.
never not laugh at
That's
that.
that's what David Williams
Jake
always
Quelan.
calls Aaron Lopresti. AA Ron.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah. So we have
Oh
a
my
lot of
God.
cool stuff that is happening. What?
You just tripled in volume when you leaned forward.
I'm sorry. I set my phone down.
Lean forward again, but be gentle.
Hi.
Hi.
I'm a lot closer
Hey.
to my mic. Hey,
Hold on.
how you doing?
Hi, Shay.
Oh, please, no, Breathy. Let's not do this. I'm
I
done.
just did a little butt head. Butt head on the mic.
That was cool.
Yeah, so we have a lot of stuff that's going on. We've got our channelversary on Friday that most people don't know is happening. But hey, it's
well,
happening,
you know,
guys.
you gotta
'cause
tell people. I'm just
Shut
saying.
up, Luke. We told them last week. Oh, throw him backstage. That's mean. Don't do that. Now everything's look. He's flipping us off.
You get the fingers. You get the fingers right in your eyes.
Save that for feline.
Sai, we're gonna have words. We're
I
gonna
can't
have
hear a
words.
word you're saying, Luke.
I need you.
I'm going to bite my tongue right now for the sake
Please.
of all of you.
Thank you. Sai, I'm gonna punch you when I finally come down and see you on Friday.
And then punch them again for me.
Okay.
Look.
Feline! Behave
That's
yourself,
my girl.
kitty cat in the fucking I will get the water bottle.
That won't do any good.
Don't, you have to use the laser.
I don't know if that'll work either, but you can try.
You
Anyway.
tucker her out, and then she's less and less randy.
No, she isn't. I feel like the more tired she gets, the more like just out of control she is.
I can neither confirm nor deny.
I have decided that
I'll
she
just
is
sit here
very
and grin.
similar. She's very similar to me and several of my other friends, which is the
Just
more tired you are, the
amazing.
less of a filter you are able to engage.
Yeah, you can't control it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
Yeah,
gross.
it's really
Randy
funny.
is my ex-husband. Ew.
That's his name. Yeah, that's literally his first name.
I know, but that's gross now.
Well, I mean, listen, it's
Which
it's
is sad
a
because I have an
term-
Uncle Randy. Well, I had an Uncle Randy. He passed away. Anyway.
Well, see, you did that to yourself then.
And I did. There's a lot of things
Yep.
that happen.
Yep.
All at once.
So anyway, please continue what you were saying. because
Channelversary on Friday.
Clearly, I upset Johnny in the chat. What's up, Johnny? Good to see you,
Hi,
buddy.
Johnny. Yeah, so we have our channelversary. I've been trying to go through my rather extensive and frustratingly large comic collection to see what duplicates I have that we can give away. Found some cool shit so far. We'll probably have Sai tweet about it because I'm going to be super busy tomorrow. And then we have the art auction on Saturday. Going to be super cool.
Whoop, whoop.
I only have the wallets that I've painted. So hopefully people want to buy wallets from someone who's about to be a birthday girl. I don't think it will
Gotta have
happen,
something
but
to keep the cash in, right? Give me the
I mean,
cash.
look, it's my birthday. I need spending cash, which
nice
means that
hat.
you guys gotta buy things for me so I can spend money. But yeah, so we got a lot of cool stuff going on. Please make sure if you are not subscribed for some reason, sub. We have dipped in our sub count. It has made me sad. I'm hoping we can get back up to 1,800 before my birthday, preferably before the channelversary on Friday would be great.
We'll bounce back over on the auction.
Probably. But, you know.
I mean, it happens.
I would like to do that before. That would be cool, but whatever. That's fine. I'm not.
Watch hours away.
How many watch hours?
1,100. Like, I'm. No, beginning of this
It'll
month.
happen, though. You stream a lot.
Yeah, well, at the beginning of this month, it was a lot more. It was like 1,400. So.
Yeah. No, it'll
yeah.
be good. You'll get there soon. You'll get
Yep.
there soon. So we ready to do this shit?
Kinda. I'm making a
Maybe,
clip right
kinda,
now.
sorta. I don't know.
I mean, I am concerned and also very far away from my desk thanks to getting my comics out, which means that my office is tore the fuck up right now and I have an extra box in front of me. So.
What's your concern?
What?
You said you were concerned.
Not being able to find things, losing a dice, what?
Because I'm so far away from my desk.
Oh.
Oh.
Like, I'm not even touching, I can't even reach it unless I sit up.
Okay. I don't know what to say to that.
Less than impressed is Sai. Damn it, where'd that dice go?
So,
Let's go, Woodrow.
last time on Dice, Dames, and Dudes, the party stormed the hangar bay, deciding to help Tallow and Eldar save Zorg before his insanity ripped the moon to pieces. They descended onto the troopers, trying to free Zorg, but not before the dissonance in his mind began to crush everyone in sight. Dis used the moment Zorg's mind became exhausted to slip the ring of mind shielding onto his finger, reuniting his mind with him and blocking out both Eldar and Ego. Heading to the surface, the party saw what was coming through the artificial moon portal. Fleets of Thule ships began to pour into the galaxy as an elder brain the size of a moon began to sink its tendrils into the elven homeworld. Bryn called down a meteor swarm, knocking out the main guns of the capital ships, trying to cut off your escape above. And that's where we left off. Everyone had basically made it onto Dis's ship, and then Bryn had dropped meteors on the capital ships above, choosing to knock out their guns instead of their engines, which is smart, because Dis wants to prepare the planar drift.
I mean, they can follow us all they want as long as they can't shoot us.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they can't shoot.
Go
with
ahead
their
and
main
follow
guns,
us, bitch.
their big guns. They still have other smaller guns.
It's fine. The little guns.
Yeah, well, I mean,
we
we
got
can
big
shoot
guns, though.
them if they're
Yes.
trying to follow. Fine, we can
Yes.
just shoot them.
I know what we should do.
Oh no.
Yep.
So-
Knew that was coming.
If you
Oh
will
my God,
share the
dude.
screen for me, I can explain the planar warp rules, because we've never had to go over this, because you've never been stressed while doing this. So,
Okay, hold on. I gotta scroll up.
Oh hell. This is gonna end well.
I'm waiting to click my one thing.
boom. So
That was weird. I clicked it, but it didn't do it until later. That was stupid.
StreamYards has been laggy recently.
I am noticing. Unhappy.
To
Okay.
to access the drift, a ship must be in a state of weightlessness, meaning you must break from the planet's exosphere. And then the process of opening a planar drift takes 1 minute to process planar charts to enter everything in, and for your engines to kick up and create the drift that you'll be traveling in between the planes. It's 10.
No, it's like 100 million.
And then
It's a lot.
basically a pilot needs to perform a pilot check with at least a DC-15 to actually create a warp drift successfully, and then a minute from there it opens and takes you. So, the exosphere I have marked with a white dotted line where one of the gimped capital ships is above you, and you've got 3 more basically trying to triangulate on you. Then
Oh, there's
the
12
way
fighters.
initiative 10,
little
I
ones?
believe. There's 2 gunships in there.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I see them.
So
Okay.
first is actually going to be Dis's ship. So the way that's going to work is you can go first if you want, but since you're going first, you can actually delay and let everyone else go to see where they move, and then decide to go after. Kind of, you get to go decide if you want to go before everyone and get a little bit of initiative boost, or if you want to go after and move once you've already seen sort of how the field plays out, if that makes sense, because you sort of have the best initiative. And then after you, it'll be the enemies, and then after the enemies, it'll be the NPC ships we have. And you guys see, as you guys are taken up off the moon, trying to get to the exosphere so you can jump, Samina falls in front of you in her Razor Leaf, with it, which is just an elven starship, like your Raven disc. And then behind you, you have the Rust Bucket, which is or not the Rust Bucket, sorry, the Iron Claw, which is the Barbarians' gunship. So you guys have two gunships and a starfighter basically trying to break out to the exosphere. So what would you like to do, Dis? You are the pilot, so you the only one who moves on your ship. Kronos, if we look, I basically put you are here. You're just getting in the engineer spot. Bryn, I have you running over to this other gun turret. Enar's on the one across from you. Frog Knight is in the engine room to react there. And then Silvar is working as your co-pilot, Dis. So if you need aid, if you want to tell the crew to aid you, they can aid you because you have a co-pilot. And then Esra and the rest of the NPCs that kind of jumped in are sitting in the back, just hoping they get through this and don't get destroyed. So
That's that. Yeah, keep hoping.
Yeah, if you looked at the starship rules, essentially, you guys get an action and then either a bonus or a move action. Essentially, pilots get move actions, and everyone else gets bonus actions that they can do stuff with in the ship. So, Dis,
can you link those again in our group, please? Because I know that there were a lot of actions on there, and I remember reading them over a month ago. So that would be awesome. I was kind of expecting clear space when we got here.
Even though I said they were above you the whole time. Okay.
Yeah. So I was not listening.
That whole listening thing is.
I was hoping we could stealth our way out of this.
What it
They
is
sense creatures.
Side has untreated ADHD, so.
Why you gotta call me out like that, bro?
Because it's helping you right now, bruh.
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 Brosa.
Both of you, fucking knock it off.
Bruh, but like romantic.
Yeah, so the actions are essentially, you can aid other. So if you wanted to aid another, you could use your action to aid. There's attack for the gunner and the pilot, but the pilot essentially gets to attack with fixed guns, unless they want to do secondary stuff, but then that kind of takes away from their other actions. You can grapple ships, target systems. Engineer, gunners, and pilots can both do this as an action. You essentially are targeting a ship system, which raises the crit chance on the attacks from 19 to 20, and then any crits automatically knock out that system essentially. And then you can divert power, which has some action, like you can increase your guns, your movement, your shield, stuff like that. That's kind of like where the engineer runs, and then the gunner is essentially using their turn to focus full rounds on attacks, so they can use all of the ship's artillery essentially.
Interesting. What was I gonna
And
say?
on your ship's turn, you can have any of them act before you go. So if you see like an action you want one of them to do, you're the pilot, you can command them or ask them to do it before you go. And so it's the initiative order on your ship is however sort of you want it to fall. Ask politely.
You fucking command me. Tell you to eat a dick.
How would that be any different?
Otherwise I'll say eat a dick nicely.
Oh, okay.
What's the difference?
Okay, I know what we're gonna do.
At least somebody does. Hello, leg kick. How are you?
We're going to fly
What's up, Leg Kick?
casually.
See ya.
We're gonna fly
Yeah, I'm sure
casually
that'll
and see
work well.
if they're gonna notice. That is a terrible fucking idea.
We're boned.
Yeah.
I'm actually
You
going to
got
hold
ship pilot.
everything. I'm going to hold everything. And wait
Cool,
for
so Eddie's going
them.
first.
I mean, should I defensive flying? I'm taking a
That's up to
What
vote.
does that mean?
Forgo my attack action in order to increase the defense via evasive maneuvers.
Ah, okay.
We would have disadvantage on attacks, but anything that tries to attack us also has disadvantage.
Okay. I mean, we just need to get the fuck away from these chuckle fucks. So
Boy, they lined up so pretty.
they're doing their flying V.
God damn it, they're playing hockey against us.
Yep.
5, 6, 7, 8.
Keep making Woodrow laugh. Maybe we can distract him.
Make him count wrong. Although
Sometimes-
It goes into our favor.
I was gonna say counting wrong doesn't mean that we're gonna come out on top.
Disadvantage. I see you, Feline. I see you.
Okay.
I don't even realize it until after it's been said.
Does me flying defensively prevent either anyone else from doing any attacks on my ship as well?
Wait, what was that?
If I'm flying defensively, does that mean Bryn can't attack either?
No, if you're flying defensively, anyone else can still attack.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just foregoing any attack that I as the pilot would have. I understand now.
Do you?
I just said I
Do
did.
you?
No, but you know.
This is the pilot right now. Let's, supportive.
I'm very supportive of us surviving this whole thing.
I jettison Luke's ship as a distraction.
My ship stealths, and I just take off while nobody sees.
That sounds terrible.
luck,
Let's not
fuckers.
do any of this shit.
You're not on
Well,
it.
you're still on. So you're not on the ship. So
Okay, fine. I teleport over to my ship and I leave.
You have no spell slots. I
you don't
made
have
sure of it.
teleport.
Fine. I still have my armor on. I jump out the fucking nearest porthole and I fly.
That's a
over to
bad
my ship.
idea. Don't do that, Luke.
All right, Luke's body floating
God.
through space is now our distraction.
One, I've got atmosphere with my shield, and two, I'm invulnerable. So,
Okay, then I'm just gonna put fairy fire on Luke's invulnerable body and fling him out of hatch.
to answer your question, Dis, just because I wanted to make sure I read it. The disadvantage that you impose, it goes to anyone shooting at you and anyone shooting from your ship. They can still make attacks, but they would have disadvantage. But you can also have, if your crew isn't doing anything, you could have the crew, like Enar, assist her for that turn and kind of cancel out your disadvantage. You'd still be making just one normal roll. That's
Thanks.
how that would work, essentially.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm gonna fly defensively.
Okay. So they cannot lock on you. They know where you are. They're forced to take pop shots and use area effects because you do still have stealth up. No one's shot or anything. So no locks. I don't have to roll for that. But that does mean a total of 10. So I will go ahead and roll 4 on the die, 3 on the die, 9. So okay. On that one.
He shoots his friend.
So that's 1 pass. Roll. Let's see what their +2 I think is 19. What is your ship's shields?
It says armor class 19.
19? Okay, good. Good to know. So the 18s actually miss, because you guys have upgraded a little bit there. So you would have had a couple or few hits actually, but you managed to, with the invisibility, they don't actually connect. They're shooting a little off. So they have sort of moved. You're flying defensively. You still technically get, I think, because that is a just move. You still get your 4 hexagons of movement if Kronos, since the goal of this is to break the exosphere as fast as possible. As an engineer, you can use divert power as a bonus, I believe, and then use your action to target if you wanted to target systems, or get a lock on any of the ships. You could, but if you wanted to divert power to the engines, you could possibly get some extra hexes out of Dis's movement this turn.
Okay. I mean, we are looking to get the hell out of here. We've already disabled their main guns. The only thing that would be worth targeting is probably their engines.
All right.
If we can get some extra, I mean, what do you guys think? Extra oomph?
Extra oomph.
All right, extra oomph. Let's do that then. What do I need? What do you need from me?
So the power core is online, so you don't have to select a different system to pull power from. You can just pull power from the reserves. So you don't.
Okay.
You can just select power core for that. But go ahead and give me an engineering check, and you got to beat an 18. But if you're trying to push it a little bit more, I need a 20. So let me know what you're.
Okay, so I just got to get
a
total of 20.
No, you need to tell me which one you're aiming for, and then roll. You don't just roll, and if you get the highest one, you get the highest one. You got to let me know which one you're aiming for.
I missed something. The core that I'm.
So
aiming
18
for?
is the base. 18 is the base. That you're. If you want to go more than that, it would be a 20. So you need to let me know which one you're.
I'm gonna go for 20. I'm gonna go for the
Okay.
20 because my engineering is a plus 13. So.
Yeah. Okay. Makes sense.
And I got the 7 that I'm looking for.
There we go.
Look,
Okay.
So 20.
the battle took a lot out of you.
Uh-huh. Yeah, it did, actually. I used up just about every damn spell slot I had.
I have a level
Yeah,
1 left.
I heard that chuckle, Woodrow.
So, are you going? Do you want to move? You can move through allied squares and enemy squares. Enemy squares, it just provokes attack of opportunity. But if you want, you can move your defensive flying, and then it is increased by 4 hexagons, which increases it basically doubles your movement from 4 to 8. So do you want to go straight up? Or are you going to try and take a way across, or how do you want to move this?
Move us 8 exactly forward. I'm headed for a ram on that big bastard. We had the battering ram installed, right?
Now, I need.
What could go wrong?
I'm sure it's fine.
I need your ship to make me 2 strength saving throws.
Extras, other, gunship. Okay. The ship, not me, so it doesn't not get my bonus. It gets its bonus. 19 and 16 plus 19 and a 20. Word to the wise, when doing math, do not look up at your own bonuses because it will confuse the fuck out of you.
That seems like good advice.
Yeah, make sure you're looking at the ship. Yeah.
Yes. I went through and did a screenshot of my ship so I could have like the whole thing, so I could have it as a separate little window to look at.
That would be so cool, but my ship's sheet is like forever long.
Well, yeah, I had to take multiple screenshots and stitch them together in Photoshop. Yeah, I know. It was
The
worth
whole
it, though.
thing.
Yeah, and now I can't find that. Shit.
Okay.
See, you were trying to
I know
make
I
yourself
made it.
sound good. No, you didn't. No.
that's going to be... So as you go to move the 8 squares disc... 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8... You could feel... You said you got a 19 and a 20, right? With your X?
Yes. Dirty, both.
Okay. And then you feel that there was like... Your ship punched through something. You couldn't see what it was. Because it might also have stealth technology as well. But that is going to be 64 bludgeoning damage as you basically speed through these tendrils of these cephalopod Loligo ships. As they were trying to grasp you. They didn't get their grapple though. You made the escape, so you actually got out of there, but they kind of battered your ship as you moved through.
Alright. Hey, Shay. No, I'll do it. It's fine.
Well, Shay is the gunner. If she wants to, she can shoot, but that will drop your stealth.
No, I was going to ask her to record the damage because I actually have my hands full doing something right now, but I can just remember 64 until I get done with this.
Well, I've got it right here written down, so. And then...
Alright, I gotta put us on a good playlist because that ain't doing it. It ends too quickly.
They gunners are gonna make locks. Target systems, engineers. They're gonna divert power to guns. And then their gunners can do full round attacks. Okay, I'm using averages on these. You see the razor claw, or the razor leaf, I mean, doesn't seem to be really engaging. It just is sort of taking the front and flying evasively, and then the iron claw in the back is unleashing its heavy guns as it sort of flies through these right here. It's gonna make a couple hits. So that one mark for here, and this one's gonna be here.
And I'm sorry, I don't recall. Are we the ones in the front or the middle?
Middle.
Huh? Oh,
The purple.
Okay, so
I was.
the tendrils reaching for us, they were just reaching for us, not for the lead ship, is that right?
So yeah, when you moved away, they used
Okay.
their attack of opportunity, essentially.
No, I just wanted to make sure that they weren't encumbered.
Nope, none of them got grabbed. And then
Okay, and I recorded that damage, so.
the 64. Okay.
Yeah.
And they missed with their attacks. And then that. So it's going to go back to they're staying with you. Dis, technically it goes back to your turn because last time you held or whatever for them. If you want to hold for them again, you can, or you can just go again on your start of your turn and try and punch through them.
Is everyone else keeping up with us pretty well?
The other ships, yeah, the other ships are faster than you actually, because the barbarian ship actually has upgraded engines. Their speed's a little faster than yours by 1 hex.
Damn. If anyone has any other plan other than get the fuck out of here as quickly as possible, I'm open to it.
I mean, I figured that was the whole plan, was to get the fuck out of here as quickly as possible. Do we have anything to prove against these ships? I mean, we got what we came for, and now we just need to escape.
Sounds good to me.
Alrighty then.
I'm going to continue flying defensively, I guess.
Oh, defensively? Okay, heard.
Like, as long as our allies are able to keep up with us, which, I mean, obviously they are because they're faster, like, let's fucking jet.
Go ahead and give me another engineering check, Kronos, if you're going to keep the power going from the power core reserves to the engines to keep the boost going.
Alrighty.
Hopefully I don't have to move you guys back a little bit here.
So 13 plus 13 is 26.
Yeah. Yeah. So you moved the full little double movement there with engineering. Bryn,
Yes.
there is a giant capital ship in front of you. There's a nice juicy target.
He's trying to tempt you.
Yeah, totally. But
I'm not allowed to do anything unless this tells me I can shoot.
Well, if you shoot, you break stealth, so that's why he's trying to
then
lure
I won't
you.
Shoot. That's why I said unless you tell me I can shoot, I won't do shit.
Thank you, babe. Shut up, Creators Outlet.
locked, but
You know,
I'm
you
still
say
gonna
that,
try.
Will, like you're not a nerd yourself.
I was gonna say you're just as bad.
Boone.
oh, that disadvantage
Will?
disc, the flying defensively instead of dashing. So lucky, so lucky. You just got rid of 2 nat 20s on the gunships.
Nice.
Yay!
God damn it.
Good job. Good job.
Hey,
I
disadvantage is
tried.
powerful.
This is powerful, yeah.
So that doesn't work, but the pilots are still ramming. So let me make.
They're ramming?
real quick. They're ramming the Iron Claw, yeah, the barbarian ship.
What? Who rams barbarians? That's insane. The barbarian should ram them right back.
9 and a 13 on it, so that's not super good piloting checks. The plus, yeah, okay. Come on, Tamina. Ooh, a nat 20 on the die and a 15, which is higher than they rolled, and their plus is higher, so get fucked, bitches. So as the ships go to move in, she hits a little bit of a burst, and they actually crash into each other, doing.
I was gonna say
that.
Fantastic.
So that's gonna be. I'm just gonna go for the average here. I believe it's 16 d10. So let me just go 5.5 times 16. 5.5 times. Boom, 88. Nice. Terrible number, but what's the 88 to the gunships, and they can't soak that because it's a collision. And the other dudes used their reactions to attack, and you guys by or not react, or their held actions, which turns them into a reaction. But so that's gone, and then these ships' turns move. Oh man. Okay. 7, 8, 9, like that. Mostly double move, so 12. And then we're all just laughing off their horrible gunship pilots fucking crashing into each other.
By the way, if I haven't already started these calculations or gotten the computer to start them, can we do that? Because I realize we're making some good distance.
Yeah,
And
I
I
know,
don't-
but you can't do that till you're out of the exosphere, so yeah, you gotta wait.
To do the calculation?
Yeah, the ship has to hit weightlessness before they can actually start to open the portal and stuff like that. You can put in your
No, I
destination
don't wanna
now,
do that.
but it won't start until you get out of the exosphere. So that is going to be a total of another disadvantage. So shit. Okay. Ooh, 12. So that one actually is gonna hit. Plus 9.
This is supposed to be electronica and dance music.
I don't even hear anything.
I hear nothing.
Two on that one.
I mean, it sounds appropriately serious enough, but I don't
No.
think I would call this electronica in any way, shape, or form.
It was horrible.
Oh, it was horrible. Okay, so you changed it. Gotcha.
Yes. It was
this is
slow
much
and
better.
dreary, and it was horrible.
I mean, this is
Out of all of those, one of them it comes to a 28, but then I didn't roll above a 7 or an 8 after that. So One of the interceptors manages to hit you guys. Interceptor.
Lucky
Average is
shot.
27. So 27 radiant damage, which I don't know. Does that match your threshold? I
Yes.
can't remember what your threshold. It does. Okay, so that does go through them. And then, so 27 on top of 64. Okay. That is that. Okay. Dis. It's essentially, Kronos, you can go ahead and give me another engineering check to try and keep boosting the engines. And then Dis, if you want, you can continue to fly defensively, or you can kick up the speed.
25 this time. 12 plus 13.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Are we
+4 access to movement.
are we still stealth-ish, or does that even matter at this point?
Does still matter because essentially they can't lock onto you because you have the stealth. They can still make shots at you, but because they can sense where you're at with the creatures, but the invisibility is still sort of helping them not be able to get a lock on your position technically.
What's that big bastard in front of us doing? Just sitting there?
You think he's getting? Well, yeah, he's getting ready to light you up with his smaller guns when you fly by.
What's the range on those guns? Can we tell?
It's the same as your gunship, so I would believe it's 5,000 feet, maybe.
I'm sorry, what is that in hexes? I'm
I
not
was
sure
about
the
to say,
scale we're
remind me
at.
again what the size of the hexes
Hexes
are.
is 500, so that would be
Okay.
10?
We're in range.
10.
We're just about in range, at least.
Okay, so the natural diagonal of the hex that we're in,
Mm-hmm.
I'd like to veer off in that direction so that we don't get any closer to this guy. Yes.
And you
Still
think
flying defensively.
and she's got more hexes than you, so she's gonna stay. Yeah. They're gonna try and boost for 4, so let me make a
Yeah,
check.
that's more electronica. There you go.
Ooh, a 19 on the die, so
And
yeah,
appropriately
engineers
tense.
Ooh, yeah.
able to boost the engines. That's what I thought of
That's all I
too.
hear.
Ferris
That's all that I
Bueller.
Yeah.
Let's see. So there's that. These two. I need to make 13 start. 1, 2, 4. Double move.
Too bad we can't leave like landmines in space in our path or something.
If we had them.
Yeah.
You actually can. There is depth charges. I made them. Space depth charges.
Should have definitely stocked up on those.
Next time, Gadget. Next time.
Okay, so they actually got a RAM on that time. Other guys. Okay. Can't walk, so these are 7 and a 1. 17 and a 2. 7 and 8. Okay, so the gunship's can't use its missiles, and its guns miss because of invisibility and flying defensively. those guys again. They haven't gone down yet, so.
God, now it just sounds like the beginning of Blade.
Blade.
Listen, the opening to that first Blade movie, that blood rage scene, is still one of the best openings to a movie ever.
It really is. It really
Like, it
is.
set the tone for that entire flick.
Okay.
It's badass.
Tamina's gunship gets crashed into it by one of the other elven gunships, and Razorleaf actually gets hit by a couple of the fighters. So 54 on her. And then NPC's turn.
All right, I gotta turn this down a little for me, but
Okay, so
I'll turn it back up for you guys because I can't hear.
okay, so
You already have a hard enough
gunship.
time hearing things, so.
There, can you guys hear that decently?
Yeah.
Okay. It's hard getting the balance between what I hear and what you guys hear, and still letting me be
Yeah.
able to hear you guys talk.
Yep.
I
It's
imagine
probably
so.
frustrating. I don't blame it. I don't blame you. And then that's the NPC's turn. So, Dis.
No, my pronouns are it now.
That's not what I meant.
No comment.
God damn it.
I mean,
Let's see.
You
So-
knew what this was.
1, 2, 3. Ooh. So, Dis, if you rely on the invisibility only and you drop
has
from
spoken.
evasive, defensive flying and go to like a double move, with Kronos's boosting, if he's successful this round with you, you can make it out to the exosphere and start the minute of calculation.
Yeah, but then I have 10 rounds of not being defensive. What do our sensors say about what's past that line?
It's the image of the exosphere. That's where you can begin to put in that's where you can start to open planar warps. And you can't do that inside the shell of a planet.
I understand. What I'm trying to say is, I'm trying to determine if there's anything on the other side of that white line, because I don't want you to zoom out and be like, oh, and now you're in the middle of the fleet of bad guys.
No, this is you getting past
Okay.
them when they were trying to cut you off. There was a portion of the fleet that the rebels were fighting above that was like kind of destroyed and mangled. So there's some like scrap and debris out there. But once you get past these guys, you can start the sort of flee. Right, you're just gonna try to run from them in a skill challenge, essentially.
What do you guys
Now,
think?
was trying to see what you do, because if they can get locks and stuff, they're gonna try and blow you out of the sky.
What do you guys think?
I mean, right now I am entirely useless. So if you decide that you're going to do that, I can actually start firing.
Dash.
Okay, so yeah,
And I mean,
If you want-
if I'm not, am I still boosting?
Yeah.
currently that would allow Diz to get it out into the exosphere or out of the
Yes.
exosphere this round.
Then that is what I will do.
Okay. Go ahead and give me an engineering check. And then Bryn. Let me open
See.
Elven Gunship real quick.
I'd prefer if you didn't.
You want
keep
me
it-
to
So Bryn, you
rotate?
have 2 attacks with heavy laser cannons you can make, and
22. Sorry.
22. Nice.
Yeah, 22.
And you
So,
can put one. Go ahead.
It's not gonna fuck anything up because this is boosting, so we're no longer stealth. So I can now just fire, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure. I wasn't gonna like fuck some shit up.
No, you guys are trying to get as much distance as you can. You can see that the starships that are sort of on your left flank, they have actually some damage done to them.
Sweet. Can I big bada boom them?
Yeah. Go ahead and give me 2 attacks,
So-
and I believe it's going to be your proficiency and your dex is going to be what you use instead of strength.
When you
it'll
say
be dex.
proficiency, what proficiency?
That's +6 for you right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, your
It's up at
proficiency
the
bonus.
top
It's
of
right
your
after
stats.
Oh, okay, I
your,
see
your
it. Ha ha
walking
ha.
speed.
And then I think your dex is what, +5? Do you have a 20 or I can't remember what your dex is.
My dex is +4. It's an 18.
Okay, so you have a +10 on your attacks with the ships.
So 13 plus 6, 19 plus 4, right? So 23. Is that how I'm doing
23. Well, yeah, it'll be whatever you roll on the die +10.
this? Okay, whatever I roll on the die plus 10. Okay, yeah,
Mhm.
okay. Yeah, 23, and then 19.
So the 19 will actually hit because they don't have the upgraded shields. They have 18. Let me see. Let me just double check.
That's right, bitches.
Mine's a 17, but
18.
with the shield, it's a 19.
There's a 16 with the shield. It's 18, and then their thresholds are lower because they haven't upgraded the armor like you guys have. So their thresholds are only
Nice.
22 still. So the
there's-
damage on the guns, the Elven gunship is 8d10 plus 10, so you can do a 54 average if you want to use the average. Or you can roll 8d10.
I'm gonna use-
It's up to you.
I'm gonna use the average because I feel like you're probably not gonna roll better. So
Okay. So that's 108. So you could split the damage up if you want, or you could just target one of them and blow one of them out of the sky.
feelings.
I don't know. I'm kind of the opinion blow one out of the sky.
Sure.
I was leaning towards. Cool. Yep.
Yeah.
Boom.
Bye.
So, with the gunship firing, and now everyone else
Can see
straight
us.
up double moving.
Well, at least they get to see us with us, you know, blowing something.
Getting the fuck out
completely
of here.
12. So everyone's actually out of the exosphere, and everyone can start that minute of calculations. And now essentially we get into a flee. Since everyone is technically behind you, there's no one in front of you. You guys can begin to flee. So, Kronos, if you want to use your engineering check on keeping with the speed, just to make sure you guys stay out and ahead, you can.
I mean, it's either that or target systems on the other ships, right?
Well, there's some other stuff too, but I'm just trying to. You guys' goal is to get away, so I'm just telling you the most important thing, because everything else right now might just be kind of redundant since you're trying to escape.
Yeah. Okay, then that's what I'll do.
You guys are okay. So you guys are essentially
You
starting
roll
the
another one?
flee. Yeah, give me another engineering check. This will be towards your success on the skill challenge, essentially. And this, you can roll piloting.
Sure.
Another 26, 13, and 13.
Okay.
Piloting.
How many of these guys are left? So they have 1, 2.
18 plus
Okay.
29.
29. Okay. Two successes.
I'm giving her all she's got, Captain.
They're going to make their checks. See if they can give you any negatives. And then Bryn, since they're essentially trying to stay on you and keep close, if you want to use your action, you can make another attack and try to start knocking off their checks against your guys', essentially. So they're trying to roll to see if they can beat Dis's piloting to keep up, and if you want to essentially start shooting at any of the ones who keep up, you can. So
Okay.
we still got
Is anyone
that
trying to get a
means-
lock? I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, that's fine. Go ahead and ask your question.
Is anyone trying to get a lock? Yeah, you feel like there's people that are going to try and lock onto you, that you're not stealth.
Is there any chance that I can accurately guess which ones might try?
Not really guessing on your own, but if you wanted to say like have the crew who's working engineer, which would be Frog Knight, sort of try and essentially use your guys' signals to ping the ones that are targeting you, so you can know which ones they are. You can sort of tell him to use his action to do that, but that'll be sort of what the crew's doing, or what he's doing anyway.
I mean, I think that's a potentially good move, unless you can think of something else that you'd rather have the crew be open for.
17 on the die.
Okay.
So
is it another 2 shots or is it just 1?
for the purposes of this, it's essentially just another shot. But we've got the gunships
16.
in the back. 16 total.
Yeah.
Okay. Affect them.
But the good news is you shooting at them could cause them to have to fly evasively, like a scatter shot kind of thing.
And where's our chaff? Can we just start chaffing?
That's why I was asking if they're actually trying to get locks on us and stuff like that, because we do have decoys.
Okay. So with that, it seems like with 6 of them, 2 of them managed to lock with their checks. 2 of them have just turned on full boosters and are trying to gain on, and they're in little fighter ships, so keeping up with you isn't going to be super hard for them. So they're sticking on. And then since you guys, Bryn used her shot, that was a failure on that one. Okay, now they're going to make some attacks. And you said you have decoys, right? So
Yes.
the 2 that are coming at you, if you want, you can use your reaction to launch the decoy. Essentially, it gives you advantage on the reflex save to avoid them. Essentially.
Sure.
Okay, so go ahead and give me a piloting check with advantage as you drop the decoys. And then I'm gonna say the other guys will
Oh,
just
with advantage.
checks for them.
I'll just roll twice.
19. Ooh.
My choices are a 4 or a 19, so I will take the 19.
Are you sure?
I mean, this time. Next time,
Okay. Okay.
though. Dirty 30.
So you dropped down a decoy, and that was dirty 30 was your first piloting check, right?
Correct. The one with
Go ahead and
advantage.
go ahead and give me another one. Hey, you have advantage on both of them because the decoy affects all incoming missiles in a round.
My choices are a 1 or a 16, so I will take the 16, and that is a 27.
Yeah. So the missiles start sidewindering, getting into a rhythm to try and hit you, and then you drop that decoy, and it sort of makes them split for a moment, giving you a chance to sort of break off and gain a little speed. But they're still on you, and you know that at the start of your next turn you'll have to make these saves again. But because you did make those piloting checks, you provoke an attack of opportunity against one of them, and Bryn hasn't been using her attacks of opportunity, so she can actually try and shoot down both missiles if she wants. Gunners get two attacks if you want to use your ship reaction on one of those attacks, which meaning like you won't be able to. Oh wait, you dropped the decoy. Never mind. Sorry. You get 1 shot at the missiles.
Okay.
Bryn. Cool.
Ha! I found my ship, my little picture that I made of my ship, so it does exist, so I eat it.
Huh.
So 18 plus 10, 28.
Yeah, 28 is going to hit one of them. Go ahead if you want. So 54. Damage. Okay. That's going to be a success.
Luke, do you mean your bus?
Yes, my
I have it.
fucking awesome bus.
I have it.
I have. No, I'm talking about the sheet, the pop out, the screenshots that I made with
Oh,
all the
okay.
stats and everything. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm talking about. I found a little conglomerated thing so I can quick access it.
Nice.
So,
Yes.
as the homing torpedoes sort of fall back into a position where it looks like they're gaining on you, Bryn takes a shot off at one and blows one out of the sky. Then it goes back to the start of your turn now that those reactions are done. Dis, go ahead and give me a piloting check. And Kronos, I'll need
Sure.
an engineering check. Again.
13 plus 11, so 24 only.
32 on my end.
32?
32, yeah, 19 plus 13.
Okay, nice. Bryn, go ahead and give me a
I don't know if
shot.
that does anything extra for us, but, I'll take it.
Shot?
Yeah.
It's a bad shot. It's 13 total.
Okay.
You rolled a 3?
Only adds 2
I did.
successes.
I
Oh,
did.
not quite there yet. So that means one more round of attacks. You still have one missile that's heading for you, so I need a piloting check to try and avoid real quick. This.
Sure. Ugh. A 14 plus... Oh, 25.
25, okay, so that one blows up harmlessly off to the side. And then I'm gonna have the gunship try and take a couple shots for successes on there. So the 19 will work. That's a success. And that's how much damage on their gunship? Ooh, okay, so that's actually on the ship. I'll mark that. Okay, I need to got 24 this time, so it'll actually be easier for him to make this check, but there's only 5 left. Okay. Wow, a 2, a 1, a 1, and a 6. Fucking great. And a 4, so that's not gonna do it. They actually are losing on you guys. It seems like Kronos' constant pushing down the metal and Dis's constant dashing to get away while planar charts are being scanned and calculated is helping. So that means they can't get any more locks. All they can do is pop shot. That would be the last round. The ship's gonna take 28 more radiant damage as the last. The fighters are sort of falling at the end. They're resorting to just their main guns. As you guys are sort of losing them, go ahead and give me another piloting check and engineering check.
I'm sorry, 2 things or 1 thing?
For you, piloting, and then from Kronos, engineering.
Oh, okay. Nice. 16 plus 11, 27.
19 this time.
19, that brings us to 8 successes before 3 failures. Okay. So, you guys are basically in a full-on just fleeing mode, and you guys can see over that where Felindir is and Roshana and that artificial moon that is now open and where a giant gate portal was. There's a giant brain just attached to the elven homeworld as you guys are essentially flying away. That's when
Very
everything
glad we're
freezes.
not there anymore.
Time essentially stops for everyone except Kronos. You can hear a voice somewhere behind you. Oh, well. It is good to meet you, Kronos. And as you sort of turn to see like who the fuck is calling my name, you can see all your companions. Well, Dis and Silvar at the consoles of the gunship are essentially frozen in time. You can see on the screens the ships behind you are frozen in time as you guys are sort of leaving them behind. And you sort of look to find this figure, and you see a Egyptian-looking man almost, especially the skin tones of bronze, no hair, and the eye makeup kind of makes you think to, whatever, the ancient Egypt or somewhere along those lines. And he puts his hand to his chest. You can see that what he's wearing is sort of classic robes, but they're like weighed down in chain, which at first seems sort of intimidating when you finally take everything in. At the end of the chains and on the chains are different time-telling devices. There's hourglasses, time dials, or sundials, different clocks from different eras. They're digital, analog, all kinds. There's grandfather pendulums attached to some.
And
he just goes
on time wherever you go, aren't you?
Well, I'm not really subject to time anymore. You can call me Spiros. I have been watching you and your party for some time now, and it seems you've drawn the sight to the Celestial Realms. So congratulations for whatever that's worth. We've been waiting.
Thanks.
We've been waiting for the right time to help you. Manos and his demonic patron have ended creation once already, but this time things won't work out for them. He's relied on his hidden demi-planes connected by his little digital hallways for too long. It's time we show Manos the true scope of playing God. And as he sort of like moves one hand to the viewing screen of the ship that looks out into space, and you kind of like, your sight goes to the skies beyond even where you're heading, and it goes to the edge of the game. You remember where you guys had encountered the Nyogi and sort of found the program wall at that point before it had become a demi-plane, where if you had gone through it or tried to fly through it, you would just ended up on the other side of the galaxy somewhere.
Right.
And as your eyes sort of go to the edges of the galaxy, it begins to tear. And you can see this tear. It's almost like the northern lights begin to just extend in a horizon line across the galaxy as far as your eyes can see, as far as the ship viewing window will let you see. And you can feel a sort of pulse. And Spiros goes, "We've just turned Manos's domain into one he might find it hard to control, one he might find unwielding. Control is much easy when you can keep everything in your scope, but if he wants to play God, we're willing to let him." And
Interesting.
you get this strange sense of this sort of outburst from this galaxy. And as you're looking at the sort of northern lights, it's crazy. It sort of grows and almost encompasses the whole sky. It's just this huge nebula out there of possibility. And you can see it sort of changing and going through these motions and cycles. And Spiros goes, "From this point, we are a seed." And he sort of smiles at you, "to permeate and expand from." Have you ever watched a Big Bang from the inside before? It's quite the experience.
I imagine so. I took some LSD one time, and that was pretty intense. I think this is probably going to be a lot more intense.
Oh,
Being Chronos.
time has its ways of showing you things in layers. By the end, you'll
That's the truth.
be able to see it all.
I like the sound of that.
He
Certainly appreciate the help.
he holds out a hand and goes, "Soon the heavens will be moved in a way that we can assist you even greater, but for now your hunt for Manos is all on your own. I can promise, though, when the time does come, and if you are able to bring upon his shattering once again, this time he won't be able to extend his reach into the astral to avoid the turning of the great cycle that he has enacted. And if you guys play your cards right, their patron, and he sort of turns and you see he's looking at Dis and goes, their patron might even be able to usurp the queen they once served and rid her from existence, cosmos. She is powerful and smart, but she is reactive and ever growing, and soon she'll grow too big for her own britches. And we can make the cosmos a better place together. And he sort of just looks at you and he goes, that is an interesting name you chose for yourself, yes? Or was it given to you?
It seemed apropos given the stuff that I've gone through.
Yes. Well, as an agent of time, just know that your story has been worth the watch. And
Thank you.
Is that a timepiece joke worth the watch?
Well, just know that we intend on shattering Manos into as many little pieces as possible.
he
And from the sound of it, he deserves every bit of it.
Oh yes. Oh yes. We don't like having to recreate everything from scratch over and over. Cycles happen, but when cycles are forced, we tend to hold a grudge.
I don't blame you. It gets kind of annoying when somebody destroys your work over and over again.
Well, Lolth has lost sight of the heavens above, and she's forgetting how things move. If she ever even really knew at all, she may have just gotten lucky.
As your character says that name,
Grab his dick and twist it! Oh my god, dude, this is an MMA fight, dude. It's too much.
Kronos, as you can sort of feel the time sort of shifting back to normal, so you can kind of like feel it pulsing back to its normal flow and state. Spyros goes, I have one last gift I wish to part to you, and sort of puts his hand out to you and goes, if you check the trinkets she left you, it should be a little different this time. And then sort of everything goes back, the ship lurches forward, Spiros is no longer there. And if you check the hourglass that you had from Susaria's wish, it's now full of sand again and sort of works as a normal hourglass. So you can keep time with it if you want. You're not sure exactly the time increment that it is, but you could always test that out, figure out what it is.
I will I'll look at it, analyze it, and then I kind of put it away and file that away for later when we get back to the base, and I can experiment with it.
It almost feels like a painful kind of reminder thing. It's like, hey, remember how this used to like have your love as long as there was still sand in it? Well, there's sand in it again, but she's still not here.
Well, I mean, time's a funny thing, and we're in kind of a Mobius strip of a time loop, so I will find her again.
just to let you know, if we do have 60 seconds of time you would like to devote to it, you could ask us to cast Identify on it. I don't know if that would work or what that would do, but I have one second level left, so I could upcast it.
I mean, we're in the middle of getting out of here. I mean, this can wait until we get
I meant while we're at warp.
Oh, okay.
Assuming we make it there.
Yes.
Assuming we don't die before then.
Well, you guys have had enough fighting for a little bit. It's time to figure out what the heck the next move is.
Yes.
So you guys do stay in warp for like the next 3 to 4 hours before you pop outside the rebel base. When you guys land back in, the first sort of interaction is actually Perry's waiting for you guys. And when you all come out, you can see he looks at Zorg, who comes out with you guys. He's looking a lot better. The scars aren't like opening and squirming. His skin's not like turning around anymore. And Perry sort of looks at him and goes, "You must be having a weird experience with all of this, considering you don't have the same programmed knowledge that we do. I've been thinking about this for a while, considering my role in this game and a sort of caregiver and information broker for you. I wanted to do you this one favor, since looking into the game files, what you've been through is very rough." And you get the sense that Perry's been playing the game with Kirby, trying to figure out different things. He already knew a little bit about like, just from what his memories are, but he wanted to really know like what were we supposed to be before all of this. And it's so seeing what the main character has gone through, he sort of puts his hand out and casts a spell on Zorg, which at first it's like this powerful, almost divine glow that's coming from the chest of Zorg, washes up to his eyes and his mouth, and it's almost this like intimidating angel type visage where there's just this bright beams of light coming out of his eyes and his mouth, and then you begin to hear a horrible hacking sound, and Perry goes, "I would back up if I were you." And Zorg begins to basically throw up and regurgitate all these fucking gross dead black like flatworms, and eventually it gets to a part where he throws up what looks like a half of a brain, and then Perry goes, "Zalnan, you said you needed a testing specimen, right?" And then he's like, "Oh yeah, why?" And Zalnan comes out of the box lab into the hangar base and sees Zorg hunched over with all those flatworms and shit. He just threw up. He's like, "Oh my god, what the?"
Yeah, that's the appropriate response.
Don't stop for Italian on Roshana. That's all I'm saying.
That's a bit much. Oh my god, are they all attached to him? Oh, and you can see the curiosity picks up in him, and he starts to go over and starts prodding the pile and seeing like, wait, these are all attached to this half a brain. This was inside you? Really? Oh.
Ew, that's gross.
Well, I could start running some experiments. If I could maybe get a sample from you, if that would help, I could figure out a way to maybe just specifically attack these Thule parasites.
That'd be great. There's one eating a planet right now. So.
What?
Nothing.
Yeah, planet size,
It's for later.
We nicknamed it Unicron. It's pretty.
The future problem.
Yeah, it'll take a little while for it to get here, but you know.
Few hours. It's fine.
Yeah. So. Yeah, go ahead and get your sample and figure out if we can,
Right.
kill these things easy.
Yeah, that's what I'm working on. I'm trying to maybe figure out a way we can aerosol the planet and hopefully maybe fix and save the rest of the drow that are there. Hopefully, because you explained to him about the Eldar situation, yep. He wants to try and figure out a way to essentially do what he did to create Eldar to all of Ego, and if that doesn't work, then essentially just kill them. But the only thing is, Ego and Eldar are similar in terms of like their genetics and all that stuff. So making something that would target Ego and not Eldar would be very hard. He'd need to probably like help doing that. But it could be done. You could try to make like a biological agent to attack.
That's gone so well in this universe so far.
Yeah. Well, it was done without the proper information being disseminated. It was done in secret. Maybe you guys could do it the right way.
Power.
Or you could just try to do like a fly run and just try to fucking blow the thing up if you want. Who knows?
Yeah, let's see if we can figure out some kind of biological agent. I like the idea of burning it out from the inside, something that it can't avoid or just shrug off.
I put my hand on Kronos' shoulder. This sounds like you doing the science things.
Yep. I will. I'll do whatever I can to assist Zalman.
Okay.
Speaking of which, I cast Spare the Dying on the bag one more time. Anyone seen Steve? Steve-O? Stevie? Kirby?
Steve? Yeah, he's at one of the game consoles.
Hey, buddy! I brought you a present.
You haven't eaten lunch yet today, have you?
Ah,
No?
You did it without us doing the thing.
I don't think I meant to click that. It was at the bottom of my Google Docs. I was trying to click on a link. Oh well, we didn't need that map anymore anyway. But
No, we did not.
Do that. Wasn't trying to do that.
That's fine. If you do decide to bring anything up, make it the space station, please.
Jace.
Or you can just close it. I think we all pretty much remember the general layout. Whoever's working the hangar, in terms of like repairish type people, I would like the 100 and something points repaired on the ship, if that's possible.
That's a good call.
Yeah, within 8 hours. So repairing damaged hulls and stuff. Essentially, as long as it's not complete rebuild, like because you have how much damage on your ship? Your ship's
119.
How much? 119 out of how much HP?
500.
But yeah, so you're under. Yeah, you're good. So 8 hours, you should be able to fix that. And then if you begin to tell them about the situation and get all that out of the way, Kirby will look at Bach and Perry and kind of be like, should we even stay here? I mean, we've been trying to fit this place to jump planes. Maybe we just jump away from this galaxy. I don't know. Do you think it's worth saving? And then Zalman basically speaks up, saying that he wants to stay to try and fix the galaxy, to save it if he can. He doesn't necessarily want to run right away.
Well, back when
And
the
then
galaxy was ending, it's a little different than leaving it to shit the bed.
Mm-hmm. And then Kronos, something you notice as these conversations are going on, you're disseminating information, you kind of go over your signals and stuff like that you... Well, that, and you go over like the signals that your ship has been sort of picking up on, and you notice that Osteroth seems to be gone. And when you look at its location where it was on the edge of the galaxy, and you think that it may have gotten caught in the tearing open of the plane. So it might have gotten spread out somewhere in the vast void beyond this galaxy.
So it possibly just got sucked out into the greater universe or whatever that we're in.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wasn't Osteroth basically a barren rock that was
No.
already pretty twisted? I have it on my map here.
Yeah, I don't think we ever
No.
got to Osteroth because it was all the
You
way
guys
on
never
the
went
edge
there.
of the galaxy.
I get back.
It was a giant space station by elves that lived there, and they evolved into void elves.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, is that what that is?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what that was.
I just took that as being like a fucked up rock. Okay. Well, sadness.
Well, I mean,
Yeah, that was the last lead you had on Manos.
Fuck. Which means we're gonna have to find it again. And so how far out into this new universe, the new reaches of the universe, how far out do our scanners go? Do we have
your scanners
longer
stop
range?
long before the universe does? This is now a
Yeah.
new budding universe. It's just not connected to the multiverse. This one is ethereal, but it was just now turned into a full-blown universe.
Here's a question. Which one of the brothers was the one doing the experiments that sent that chunk of moon away?
Now
That was,
Zan.
yeah.
Okay. I'd like to ask him if, and Bach, I think, if they have any readings from, first of all, the shit that he sent that he, the shit that he sent away that he couldn't find anymore.
You don't know where Nalzan is, and when you try to get a hold of him, he doesn't answer.
Can I get a hold of Bach?
Yeah, Bach's in here with you.
Yeah.
Where's Nalzan?
We have Zalnan with us. He's the one that had the hamsters.
The hamsters.
Nalzan
You want
is
the
his
one
brother,
that did
and they don't get along.
Yeah, and he was the one making the gate technology that just literally warped the mind flares here.
I thought we also had the other brother with us.
No, we never got a
Damn
hold of
it.
him. We could never find him.
It's the less useful. Okay. Bach, do you still have a reading from your satellites that you had sent out?
I have a couple that were in the galaxy, but the ones around the outer rims are gone.
Yeah, the edge of this galaxy just got expanded quite a bit, so chances are they either got destroyed or sucked further into this now much more expansive universe that we're in.
Yeah, I was going to suggest that any that you had that were still functional and out there, maybe send them towards the edge, maybe a little bit past the edge, so that we could start getting an idea of our new area. Like, is this solar system sitting right next to another one now, or?
No, this solar system is in a pretty empty galaxy, and then beyond that is empty space until you find another galaxy that might be inhabited.
We're essentially on our own for right now. There's no backup coming currently, so we're gonna have to figure this shit out.
Gross.
Yep. What do you guys want to do?
First of all, I'm going to talk to Kirby Steve, put my bag on a table, and pull out the loose meat sandwich. That is his body.
Yeah. He as you're pulling it out, he's sort of watching you and just like, what is this? What are we doing?
I brought this for you.
What is it?
Seemed like a good idea not to leave it there.
It's a really disgusting fruit roll-up. I don't like it.
That's why I asked if you had eaten lunch yet. I believe this is what's left of your old body.
It's
What?
pretty healed.
Yeah. I figured there was no easy way to pull that band-aid off, so
Could probably use some band-aids.
Do we kill it with fire? What do we do now? I mean,
Do you
I'm
want to
not-
be a humanish again?
no, I'm just gonna get the Manos code out of it and then we can burn it. I don't fucking want this thing.
Okay, that's fine.
You see, he
We wanted
just
to leave that
he
decision up to
scans
you.
it. Speaking of which, he sort of starts going over. He's like, now that we have everybody, and you mentioned you had everyone. Where's the other guy, Johnny?
Well, you see this jar?
You shake it violently. Here, have a Snickers. Fucking fine.
Kronos, I need you to make me constitute a charisma saving throw.
Oh my god, yeah, that's right, because he's going to try to enter you violently.
Ew.
So how about a 27? 16 plus 11.
Oh,
You
okay.
hit.
Yeah, that's gonna be good. That's fine.
You picked the wrong house.
Occupado.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And then he kind of goes like, "Oh, he's in a interesting."
You want to put him in the fruit roll-up?
Harry.
I hope
We're gonna
Johnny's
need a
still
way
in
to
the chat. He was earlier.
We're gonna need a way to scan the soul, like we did mine. Okay.
Do we have any robot bodies of any kind, or?
Not right now, currently, no. You guys have not made any, like, chimera bodies or robot bodies or anything like that.
Is that kid still hanging around?
Which kid?
That one that was with Ramen?
Tanya, yeah.
The girl?
The one I,
Like the creepy ass fucking girl that
Yeah.
we should have killed?
the one I consistently said we needed to kill many, many times, and I was
And then we never
outvoted.
did, yes. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, she's here. You guys need
It's like
all
we
of
can't
the
we kind of lost track of
NPCs.
her.
You guys didn't let anyone leave because you kind of need everybody. Make sure you can get all the Manos out of everyone and make sure he doesn't come back from some little weird bioengineering curse that he put on you guys.
You know that
Essentially,
he would
curse.
come back from that little bitch girl too.
Mm-hmm.
He's a tricksy little fucker.
He'll come back from however he can.
If there
he's
was
spreading his
ever
little
a
seed
person he was
everywhere.
gonna come back from, it would
Oh.
be that freaky ass Children of the Corn girl.
Well, a few things. First of all, I mean, we can put Johnny in her,
Disavow.
or we could burn her.
Also
First,
disavow.
I suggest we get everyone inoculated with the Manosware. So essentially, it's going to work like. Do you know what CRISPR is? Gene editing. Have you ever gene edited before? It's really confusing and complex, but essentially, I need Perry to remove a curse from us so the gene editing can actually get rid of the Manos bioengineering inside of us. If it doesn't, what I've concluded is Kronos, he'll take your mind, put it in Bryn's body, and everyone else is turning into some kind of weird arcane bomb. So
I turned to bring
suggest we
CRISPR.
put
Isn't
out-
that the bottom drawer in the fridge?
Similar terms means different things. Anyway, put my mind into what now? I don't know if I like the sound of this.
I know I don't like the sound of that.
Yeah, you're not the only one, Des.
That would make bedtime awkward.
So Kirby kind of
Des,
goes,
for the love of
just
God,
give me
shut the fuck up.
now that I've got
And
all
the
the
wrestling.
pieces, me, Perry, and Frog Knight will work on trying to get all this shit settled out. I suggest we all meet back up on Kronos' ship, where we can use the medical bay there to inoculate everybody at once.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yes, basically like a few hours will go by, like 3 or 4 hours, and then he'll eventually try to collect everyone into the medbay of Kronos' ship, and everyone essentially is going to be Tanya, Johnny, Ramen, Sylvar, Frog Knight, Kirby, the body of the avatar of Kirby, and then you guys, the party. And
Can we work on healing
essentially-
Kirby's fruit roll-up in that amount of time, please? 'Cause that's gross.
So, Perry actually already cast Regenerate on Zorg, so he could grow his organs back.
Seems like a
But,
good idea.
Yeah, we could fix that later if we wanted to, or we could just feed the body CRISPR, get rid of the Mano stuff, and then burn it. You can see Kirby does not want
Kirby's like,
this
"We can
thing
just
coming back at all.
burn it."
I'm just curious, why don't you want your humanoid body?
Because that's not my humanoid body. Talking to Perry, the only way he was able to regenerate me is because when we came into this game, I had been away from my body for so long that it starved to death, and I died. And so my soul left. And then you guys found my soul and put it into birds and stuff. and then he regenerated
Put
it.
it into
That was
burn
so
stuff.
useful.
Not regenerated it,
you-
but
you-
reincarnated me.
You're taking this
So-
awful good. You're taking this really well, Steve. I'm proud of you, buddy. You doing okay?
Well, the other option is I go insane, and I don't
Not
really want to do
useful.
that.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah, it's a good
Considering
I wanted you to know, I did sign you up for an intensive 9-week course of psychotherapy using Kronos's holographic stuff. It's automated, but it's got good reviews on Amazon.
yeah, I'm fine. I'll just play video games.
call. Yeah, go ahead. You're fine.
Okay.
Forced therapy on people. What the hell's wrong with you?
All he does is sit around and play video games. I was trying to help him.
He is helping himself. He is rebuilding himself one bit at a time. It takes
By
time.
the way, what are you gonna do going forward? Like, do? I'm
Who?
talking to Kirby, Steve.
Oh. Well, I've noticed that the universe isn't collapsing on itself around me like it was before I went into the gameverse, so maybe me dying stopped that for me, which is nice. But I don't know what that says about the multiverse as a whole. I'm sure it still has something to do with Manos being around, so it's probably still happening. He's maybe the other Steve he used to bring in here. Because you guys know that the Manos Prime, there has to be a Steve for him too. So maybe that Steve's still going through that. Maybe he's keeping him alive somewhere or something. I don't know, but honestly, I'm just trying to find a new place to just live at this point. Because I'm trying not to really think about everywhere we've been, because it's a lot. And it's confusing.
I mean, that big turkey was something else.
Yeah, that's... And then the little green bean goblins. Remember them?
Yeah.
Yeah, they deserve to die. I don't
They-
regret
they
a
did.
thing.
Aren't there some sprouts too, or something?
You guys are
I
making
can't
me
remember.
hungry.
I know, right?
The gravy goblin,
And there goes the hunger.
the mashed potato golem.
Suddenly no longer hungry.
Yep. Thanks.
Alright.
No, I just meant like you used to do healing and stuff, and I've been learning slowly, but
Oh, you mean... Yeah, no, I'm not actually really a cleric in real life. That was video game. Those are video games abilities.
I like how we now have like nihilist Kirby, where it's like everything is fake, nothing was real.
No, that was
all
literally my
game.
avatar had those abilities. I don't have those abilities. I'm not a cleric. I have no magic. I make things. I'm an artificer. Remember how I gave Kronos my rod of power and you guys those rings? Where's those rings?
oh, and I have this.
Been
'Cause you
very
got-
helpful, by the way.
I have the staff. The staff is kind of cool.
And
that the Genosian
speaking
one?
of your artificer abilities, I wanted to talk to you about some kind of translation thing that I could just keep in my ear, because I'm getting sick of all these languages popping up and not being able to understand.
Hey, I
What?
invested a spell slot in that.
And I'm trying to keep from having to burn a spell in order to understand languages. I'm just saying.
Well, them's the breaks. What the hell is that thing?
And when have we used the comprehend languages, huh?
When
I could just
we
understand if it was a passive thing.
uh,
Just say, if it's a possibility.
why do you think we made friends with the ants?
I made friends with the ants because they're. friends
Because I
with
could
elf
use
guys.
comprehend language and we can communicate with them.
Yes.
That's
Okay.
what I'm. Anyway, let's move on. No falafel fairy. God damn it. No
As,
hummus kobold.
Kurt-
No falafel.
As Kirby's working on all the stuff, you see that Harry comes out, and he has one of his, resources that he uses for his job, and as a necromancer, they are preserved, mummified bodies, right?
Oh, Johnny.
Yeah, so one of them you can see has this nice suit on, and Perry walks up to the soul jar, and he goes, I've felt you try to take control, which is cute. I thought as a gift I would present you with this body that has no will to fight you. It should be much easier on you. And I dressed him appropriately.
Hold on one moment.
Have you ever...
What abilities does this body have? Look, we've dealt with this guy for a long time. I want to make sure you're not putting him into something of any power whatsoever.
I'm pretty sure Johnny knows that if he tries to pull shit, we'll just kill his ass again. But, yes,
there won't be much more than shambling from this body. If you
okay, but got it. Hence the suit. Good call. Good call.
Well,
Barry.
I mean, are we giving him as a servant to Perry?
Well, Perry's just giving him a body to move around in. That's all this is.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay.
You joked about giving him to Perry, yeah, but Perry's not going to steal him from you.
Look, I'm on the fence here. I really, stick him in the body. I'm on the fence here about what to ultimately do with Johnny. Like, I mean, he sort of came through slightly at one point, but overall he was a pain in the ass.
Well, then let's see what he does with this new body and see if he's helpful. If not, we could always throw him out into space.
That is true. What would happen if this body had vampire blood, just out of curiosity, Perry?
I mean, it's literally a zombie shambling corpse, so it would just be a shambling zombie corpse with some vampire blood in it. It wouldn't reconstitute him. That's not how undeadism works. It's not how any of this works.
I see what you did there, Perry.
He's going through your
Give Perry
media
a
files.
fist bump.
By the way, I have to say, Lost was pointless. I don't know why people like that show.
Agreed.
I thought I got rid of that on the servers.
It was fine until they realized that they didn't have a plot.
What was with the smoke monster?
Something about a magic
They
box.
were trying to make you question reality and make you think like they were in some kind of purgatory or something. Why are we fucking talking about this?
It was horrible.
Sorry.
Kirby comes out and basically goes like, "Okay, guys, don't mind the music. I've been working really hard, but I got the inoculation ready."
This
They all
is
need
happy
work
music.
I just love how Woodrow rolls with whatever the fuck random shit seems to happen.
Okay,
supposed
this
to
one
do.
is called Simulate, so yeah, that's kind of fitting.
Simulate.
Appropriate.
This is actually going to be next season's next season's
no, this
intro
is
music.
Regen.
Regen's
This is
music.
Regen.
Okay.
You don't even know where this is.
So, if you guys are ready, you can go into the medbay of Kronos' ship, and everyone essentially, everyone's laying there, and Steve is letting Perry and Bach sort of run the show, and Perry goes around to everyone and essentially casts Remove Curse.
Everybody into the pool.
At which point, Bach hooks you up to an IV that is running the Manosware inoculation through it, and it's basically gene editing you guys' your genes, making sure that there's no bioengineering left behind for Manos to sprout from once you guys kill them. And now you're pretty sure with this It'll also remove any of his influence. So like what allowed him to sneak around as Kronos behind everyone's back, that will be gone. The ability to stun Dis and make Dis explode with lightning will no longer be there. And then he can't shapeshift Bryn anymore as well. And he won't be able to scry on you guys constantly like he was, because he could literally just have a scry on you guys if he wanted to at any moment with no components or anything. So yeah, that's why he was just waiting to see what you guys would do.
All the time?
Yeah, well that too, but when you guys would go somewhere, he would kind of be ready because you're just talking out loud about what you guys want to do. So
right.
Except for the times you did say you were talking over the servers, which then anything
Neuralink.
Kronos heard would go to him. So, yeah.
So yeah, it was pointless anyway.
So when we're done with this, work on the encryption, please. Change the keys.
Yeah. Update passwords. We've been hacked.
What was your first high school mascot? What the fuck? I don't remember.
I've only had one high school.
A
There's
green
only
devil.
been one high school mascot. It's a warrior. We weren't allowed to have him at games anymore because he killed other mascots. The other schools got upset.
Oh, this would have been the perfect music for you meeting the Egyptian guy.
Right?
I feel like
This feels like Tiesto music.
I was like, I don't know if that.
How what?
How is this perfect?
Because Sai
it
doesn't
sounds
know what
Middle
Egyptian
Eastern a
music
little.
sounds like. It really doesn't at all, babe.
Okay.
It's gonna lend itself into Darude Sandstorm
Like
here in a second. So
Lebanese
that's Egyptian.
dance music.
No, it's not.
Are you trying to say it's Egyptian
what
because
would've been perfect?
sandstorm?
Yes, exactly.
You motherfucker.
Hey, we have haboobs here.
See, I unfortunately speak Sai, so I know when Sai's being an asshole what they're meaning.
What really played in the background was some Nile. And none of you know what I'm talking about.
Not off the top of my head, but I've probably heard it before.
Nope.
Nile, they're a death metal band and they have an Egyptian theme.
No, this is better.
Fuck off, it is.
So as the inoculations are going through, one thing that does happen, except for Frog Knight, because his is in coding, so he doesn't get like an inoculation. He basically has Bach working on him, running the Manosware. And then the rest of you, though, begin to feel pretty sick. And I need the three of you to make me Constitution saving throws.
All that goddamn Egyptian music.
No, it does not.
You've removed the Manos, but you
14.
have contracted the brain-eating amoeba.
Nice.
Oh, hey, dirty 20. 14 plus 6.
22.
Dirty
16
20,
plus
22. So, Bryn with the 14, you sort of feel sick to your stomach, and you begin to get up and lurch, and you guys all see that she just basically covers the area in this black, thick ichor. It looks like demon ichor. And you guys all know that your bodies are digesting that.
Can I choose to vomit?
If you want to, yeah.
I instruct the medbay to just start siphoning all this shit like a drain.
As
Wait,
the little
Your ship is sitting attached to my ship. You're not venting that shit onto my ship.
Too late, already done.
I detach his ship from my ship. If you're gonna ooze this shit out, it's gonna be in the landing bay, not into my hallway.
There's a fucking tank for shit like this.
Yeah.
Ooh.
There's a tank and a disintegration ray probably or something.
I really hope so.
Incinerator.
Um,
As the little bots disconnect from the ceiling and start coming down to sort of scrub the area, you can see the ichor that Dis willingly threw up and Bryn unwillingly threw up there's actually like a little face that starts to form in one of them, and then the other one has these two hands that sort of come out and start to crawl, and then they sort of like lose all of their movement in life. And your stomach turns a little bit.
Question. Digesting this, is it going to have an adverse effect on me?
You don't think so? You think it's just one of those things like when you're getting over a sickness that's just information you don't want?
Right.
This is all the shit that you would normally sweat out. I just didn't sweat it out. I threw it up.
I'm gonna rub Bryn's back and, babe, I think shower and then rest.
It's amazing.
What is this, take on me?
Yeah,
Yes.
it's awesome. I feel like I'm gonna jump in the air and freeze frame.
This
Sweet.
is 1980s pop, and the mood is happy.
It is. I feel great right now.
Yeah.
Right?
I said that
Aren't
this
you
sounded like
uplifted?
both what you guys said and a little bit of Neverending Story.
So, if you guys want to, rest up, obviously, I know you guys definitely want that. You definitely want to start take that
Yes,
long
please.
rest. But
fans galore.
after, if you want to, like with Bach and the satellites or Osteroth, the Osteroth signal, if you want to try to start making attempts to pick something up, you can. But first, you're going to have to extend the distance, essentially, the reach of your sensors, which will be the first thing you'll have to do. And you, Kronos, did buy a lot of stuff. You spent, I can't remember how much gold, but on for supplies for crafting. I don't remember if it was for your ship, but I remember you wanted to buy just a bunch of stuff to have on hand, and also for potions and shit like that.
Yeah, I did.
There was also stuff Dis had bought.
5,000 gold or something? That number sticks out in my head or something. Might have been more. I don't know. But yes, I remember requesting stuff for crafting and for, especially for potion making. Because, Lord knows we need it.
Yeah, are we talking about what we're asking Namgold to acquire for us?
Mm-hmm. So first thing, after the rest, Kirby Kronos would come to you and say that, hey, I don't know exactly what happened, but all of our readings and everything sort of went completely awry. I'm guessing it has to do because you told him about like the universe being expanded and all that. So it goes like I'm guessing it has to do with whatever happened with the edges of the universe and the expansion. But we're sort of recalibrating everything, and the whole money system sort of disappeared.
Forked.
I kind of don't really have access to it anymore, and I had just put in a bunch that luckily I did pull some out, but I put a bunch back in, and what I put back in is gone. So there's that. But
okay.
we each get 120,000. So that's nice, right?
Wow. Yeah, that's helpful. So we add 120,000 gold to our sheets. Is that what you're saying?
Yep. And I think Dis would add 100 or 240 because Bryn.
Yes.
I think you're holding Bryn's money again.
I am.
So that's the money.
I used to hold everyone's money, but then I decided that Kronos didn't need Mom's first, so
No.
But Bryn should
I've been
not
skipping
be
across
given
universes,
money.
holding on to currency all on my own. Sorry, Bryn. Go ahead.
Bryn has a really bad spending habit because I've decided that it just makes sense with how badly I rolled that she would have pretty severe ADHD. So, she doesn't need the dopamine hit temptation by spending all of the money on, like, gummy bears
and 17 puppies and
Oh, that rhinestone collars for all the puppies.
I mean, I'm sure we have crafters that can make them for you.
This is why
Yes,
you don't
I'm sure we
you
do.
don't let me have the money, you see, Kronos. Otherwise, we would have been broke ages ago.
This is why we have 350,000 gold and not 12.
And Bryn has no access to it unless she goes, I want something big and sharp, and then Dis will go, okay, we'll buy that.
Yeah, I've been holding on
So-
to my own gold since the beginning.
Dis. Namgolg is not back yet. He wants you have a message from him when you wake up, or well, when you come out of your trance, whatever, on your rest. It says, RAM, improved deflector shield, and advanced stealth system, military grade. And in the RAM, next to the RAM, it says 10,000, improved deflector shield 50,000, advanced stealth systems 190,000. And then it says a question mark. He's basically making sure you want him to buy that because he doesn't want to buy it and then you not buy it from him. And you could
You're
tell
making this
that-
hard for me, man. You're making it hard. That's 250 grand. That's basically what we just got. Magically.
Magically, it's about the
I
same
actually
amount.
did it. Well, I literally didn't mean to do that, but that is pretty funny. You said
But
the
see,
exact same,
like,
right?
you
That's
didn't mean to
10,
do it,
so
but
that's
you're
60. So that's two.
You're
you got
just so
240,
in
so it's not
tune
the
with
same.
Namgolg. Because Namgolg would mean to do that. Be like, how much did you get from that? Yeah, that's how much this costs.
Plus 10 grand. Plus 10 grand. Where was the Starship equipment sheet? Hold on, I'll just go to shared. Shared with me.
Remember, I told you the prices that are on there are from the. They're not edited. I took the stuff you wanted and put them in my notes, and then putting it there.
No,
What the-
I'm just trying to get an idea. Is that the extent of what he found?
That's what you asked for, that you wanted, so that's what he found. Yeah.
Okay.
If you want more stuff, he's out. You can.
He
you
did
can
not
ask
go
for
above
it.
and beyond.
But he wasn't told to. He was told to get a bunch of stuff
Yeah.
for crafting, and then to get these specific
Getting him to
items,
do this
and that's
much
what
was
he
a lot.
did. That's-
Yeah.
So
Well, I don't
He's
know.
a very literal.
Why do you expect him
individual.
to get more? It's not. He's trying to make sure he gets out of here. He's not trying to be out
Yeah.
shopping and looking for deals right now. He's like, I'm gonna get this and go back so I don't fucking blink out of existence because everyone's
So-
scared the
I would
shit
like
out
to
of
not
him.
die, please, thank you.
Yeah.
So he's shopping like a dude and not a chick. I understand.
Yes, yep.
Straight in, straight out.
Already
250 I
know what we want when we
subtracted.
get
What's
there.
that like?
It's nice. I know
It is.
exactly
Is it?
what I want before I go anywhere. Yeah, it's dope.
I know exactly what I want before I go anywhere, but then I get distracted by all the shiny.
No, if possible, we also narrow down what aisle it's on.
That
What?
sounds horrible. I don't like that at all. I like to walk through, wander, and see how much of my money.
No, when I'm going to Lowe's, I know what aisle, what bay, and I head straight there.
I mean,
I
if I
turn
go
ar-
low, sure, but that's because what am I gonna do? Like, ooh, shiny screws. Like,
Yes.
Okay, tell me you do not browse tools, and I know you're lying if you say that you do. That you don't browse tools.
oh, no, never. I do. Yeah, I'm sorry. That's fair.
Every time
You
we're
gotta
at
call
Lowe's,
me
it's
out.
45 minutes at least.
Oh, fuck off! It is not that bad.
Little touch-up paint. No, Shay's actually really great. She goes in and grabs the things that I don't think about.
I will
Alright.
go in with their list of one thing, and then we'll go back there 4 times in the same day because Sai wouldn't have thought of the other 4 things that we should have gotten.
This is why you make a list ahead of time.
That
You know,
is
the
far
thing
too
we
organized.
sent Namgolg with.
That's too.
Living with a couple of 6-year-olds.
You know what? You're a big doo-doo head, just so you know.
Yes, I realize that. Pat on Prince. Okay, so Namgolg is coming back with the stuff that we sent him out for and nothing else.
Wait, has he left the store yet?
No, he's
Or
still
the
there.
arms dealer?
He's over in the.
He's standing
the
there holding
dwarven-
the shit, going, "Oh my god, will you tell me if I'm buying it?" or
He's not too far away. You guys are in you guys are in the ring around the planet that he's on shopping. He's with like all the dwarves are, the dwemer, the gnomes and the dwarves.
So we also
Not too
need
far away.
to restock our grenades.
Oh yes, yeah, that would actually probably be a good idea.
If he can get me a grenade launcher that'll either fit the 50 or the disc rifle, that would also be amazing. So I can stop having to check.
Bryn has a grenade launcher. Bryn has a 6-pack attack that she hasn't used ever.
I do?
But she has a BFG, so I don't know why BFG does big boom too.
Big bada boom. Oh, I do have 6-pack attack. Oh, do you want this, babe? You can have it.
The point was I wanted to attach it to one of the other 7 rifles I already used so that I could stop having to switch. Unless he has something that will magic, that's like a hidey hole of rifles, so that like a quick draw holster that you just stick your hand in and pull out the rifle you want each time. I don't know, because I got a lot of rifles.
Yeah, I know. And one of them's attached to your shoulder like Predator, and then the other one is a giant sniper rifle across your back.
And the other is the disc rifle.
Or whatever. Yeah. The disc rifle is more like a Mass Effect weapon that kind of like shrinks. So you can like magnetically put it to the side of your leg or something.
Okay. And then the Genosian Lance, which I guess I'm keeping in my thing. And any ammos. Grenades and any ammos, like for the 50s. Kronos, you need anything else while he's there?
I would definitely like to restock my grenades.
So grenades, and ammo.
Okay. So remember, you're not getting the illegal ones, so.
Well,
you guys
fuck.
all those.
I have the illegal ones. I have a bunch of them still. What ones do you want?
Well, I mean, the disintegration grenades were pretty handy.
I only have
Yeah.
2 left of those. I have 2
Thermite.
anti-magic.
Yeah, the thermite ones definitely.
I don't have thermite. That's what I don't have.
Still had 2 gravity slammers. So we stole the.
Oh no, I do have
stole the-
thermite. I have 7 thermite.
We stole the illegal ones. Is that what you said?
Yeah, from that club.
And then you bought some illegally, but that's because you had managed to find some illegal stuff. But Bach isn't going to be picking up illegal stuff from the Dwemmers.
That's fine. We'll do our own illegal dirty work.
Wait, I thought we were talking about Namgolg.
That's what I meant. Sorry.
Yeah.
I wouldn't expect Bach to buy illegal stuff. I would
Yeah.
expect Namgolg.
So, I nudged Bog and was like, "Hey, can we make some of these grenades that we can't buy?"
I mean, it take a lot of resources. It would blow through the rest of what I have. Depending on how many are you trying to make?
I mean, 10, 20.
Oh, no.
Well, fuck. Okay.
Perry could probably help you with the anti-magic grenades.
Well, I have 2 of those.
He's not a engineer. He's a magic user.
Yeah.
All right, so thermite grenades. That's what they're not illegal.
There's thermite,
That's what I-
fragmentation, cryo, ionized chaff, flash stun, and sonic screamers.
Yeah. All right. I say to Bach, what I'm really looking for is the disintegration grenades. Those have been very handy, especially when trying to get through walls that are in the way.
Yeah, I forgot.
So what about 5 of those? I mean, can we have Perry or can we have Namgol grab enough resources? You think, to make some of those? Because I don't want to drain you of your resources, but those have been really fucking handy. Or are we
How
just
many
gonna
do you want to make total?
5?
5 total?
Yeah.
Well, with what I have here, I could probably do 2. And then if you have him get enough for the other 3, it might take me a couple days. It's delicate work. If anything goes wrong, it's really bad.
Well, I can help you with that. I can aid you in that in any way.
And then if you guys look up these grenades in D&D Beyond, I've put all the actual rules for them in there, and they're all up to date and stuff. And so that way you don't gotta look
Oh,
up
good.
outdated shit. I've added a bunch. I think except the psychic grenade. I think, but yeah.
We've gotten rid of the boat at this point. Is that right?
Yeah. You destroyed the boat using the.
To get the
Perry
enchantments
could
off of it.
Diablerize that enchantment and put it on your fighter. Ugh.
Okay, good. I'm just cleaning up my sheet.
Yeah, no worries. Yeah, your guys' sheet's crazy. And remember, with the Genosian staff, if you're attuned to it right now, you only get the benefit if you actually pull it out and are holding it, because it gives you pluses to your spell casting, and I think you're like saves and shit.
Yeah, we have to have a discussion about attunements.
Why? I mean, I think everything should be figured out with yours.
Okay, I gave away the Ring of Mind Shielding, so I can delete that off my sheet, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, items requiring attunement. Assassin Thorn, Blood Eye, Genosian Lance. Did you take the attunement off my cloak?
Yeah, I took it off the cloak, and I think there was another thing where I told you...
The Shield of Sinzarina.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, okay.
And then the staff adds to attack and damage rolls made with it, but what's the other 2? Saving throws and spell attack rolls, so that's only if you're holding the staff. But the staff's actually pretty dope now. It has more charges, and you can do a thing where you can break the staff and cause like a giant explosion if it's a last ditch effort or something like that. It's kind of like a staff of power, essentially. Whoa.
Yeah,
Except
so I guess I could
put your own
have
spells in it. Whoa.
160 damage. Because it's 8 times the number of charges in the staff, and the staff holds 20 charges, so that's...
Yep.
Yeah, 160.
And then you can put even like Chronos, so this is a new day, or you guys have that rest or whatever. Yeah. Chronos could technically put teleport into this. That would be 7 charges, but he could put teleport into this. And then
so we could have it for later?
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh.
Can I put Psychic Scream into it?
Yeah, you can. But that would be 9 levels.
Yeah, how many charges do we have on this staff now?
20.
20, oh, okay. Alright.
So that 7 plus 9, that'd be 16 charges. And then, what's the highest level, heal you have or something like that?
I mean, let's see.
You could put a 4th level Cure Wounds. Healing Word, you don't want to use it on Healing Word.
Okay.
Because that would just be 4d4 plus your casting stat.
Oh, okay, right. I mean,
you'd probably want to do Cure Wounds level 4. You have 4th level spells, right, Dis?
Yes.
Yeah, so you could cast 4th level spell, the Psychic Scream into it, and then Kronos could cast Teleport into it, and those would be all the spells in it. But and anyone holding the staff can cast them, essentially. Because I think you all have a mental stat high enough to wield the staff. I think it's only like 15. Yeah, right now it's got Banishment, Darkness, and Shroud in it.
Where was my... Oh, okay. Okay. So would you say Cure Wounds?
Yeah, Cure Wounds level 4.
Yeah.
I'll make a note on it real quick, and I'll change the spells that are on it. Oh, I can actually just pop it open right now with my homebrew stuff. Because I don't have
Yeah,
enemies
if not,
open,
I
so
can
my
change it
computer-
in inventory.
No, I got it. It should change automatically if I change it here. It'll just take a little bit to load. By the time you actually use it on something, it'll be changed.
Oh, does it?
Hmm.
It doesn't have these other things still in it, right? The Darkness, the Banishment, and the Spirit Shroud.
So it does, but if you cast into it, you can overwrite them.
Okay.
So you're changing it to... Are you going to put a teleport in there, Kronos?
Yeah, I'll go ahead and toss a teleport in there.
Okay. And it's 7th level, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Then... Psychic Scream. 9. Save. Cure Wounds.
I mean, which would you guys rather have? Psychic Scream at 9th level stored in there, or Mind Blank or Dominate Monster?
I mean, Psychic Scream seems to be pretty useful for us so far.
Yeah, my only concern is that if we go up against telepathic stuff again, having enough Mind Blank for everybody.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I mean, there
That's
is a
true.
giant mind flare or whatever that thing is that came out of the portal. So you make a fair point.
What level is Mind Blank?
8.
Oh, so you'd have one more level. Can you cast 5th level spells?
Hold Monster and Seeming.
Let's say you could cast Cure Wounds at 5th level for the staff. That way you could still use all 20 charges, and the 5th level
They're
you
not-
could just leave.
They're not free slots. They're 5th level spells, but I get them from items.
Oh, I see. Gotcha. Gotcha. I can close this. Boom. This here.
In fact, Mind Blank and Dominate Monster are also from items.
See,
And
Kronos.
I've also, yes.
Oh, what were you gonna say?
Well, I was going to say I've also got that etherealness spell,
Mm.
you know, which
Yeah,
will
that's a
allow
one
us to
too.
basically just walk through walls, which could be really fucking useful. That would be an 8th level spell for me to cast it on all 3 of us, though.
And that comes from your
Grim Harvest.
the Grim Harvest, yeah.
Yeah.
Whoa.
The 8th level or higher, you can target up to 3 willing creatures, including you, for each slot level above 7. So yeah.
Huh.
I mean, but teleport does let's see how many creatures. Up to 8 willing creatures. So I mean, that will get us and any NPCs with us out as well.
Yeah, that's true.
So that
All
might-
right,
that
you
might
do
be the thing.
teleport.
Yeah.
I'll do.
I mean, having the psychic scream was still pretty fucking handy against the
Yeah, I'll do psychic scream into it.
I mean, because that's basically like dropping a mental bomb on everybody, and you know it's kind of fun to watch heads pop like confetti poppers. You know, brains everywhere.
Alright, it is saved. If you refresh your sheet in a few minutes, it should be changed. Cool.
So,
Chronos.
yes, go ahead.
After the rest, the communication with Namgolg and the shopping, Bach is ready for you to help him expand the signal on your guys' base to try and sort of start scanning deep into space, because it's not something you guys have really ever had to do. I mean, Bach's
Right.
been quote unquote trying to, but it was sort of
There
a
was no deep
limitation.
space yeah.
Yeah.
Quick question: was when I asked Kirby earlier about the in-ear translation device, was that a yay or a nay? Is that something he can do? If not, you know,
Not
let
him.
it go.
No, not him. You'd have to have someone make you a magical device for that.
Okay.
Or let's see, he's not really into making like technology. Bach might be able to make something that like constantly translates everything, but it would just take him some time
Okay.
and resources. Same with anything else.
So could Bach make the device, and then Perry could take a comprehend language and put permanence on it and imbue the item with it?
That would be the way Perry would do it, because he's an enchanter. And then yeah, Bach would just do it in terms of making technology. He would make some sort of like AI program or something that would translate everything as it's coming up on, you know, as your brain hears it. It would basically be subtitling shit based on his index of languages that he has. The magic one would be more powerful,
Comprehensive,
and cost
yeah.
more and everything. Yeah, but
Okay.
it still could be done through technology. It would just take some time.
That's a good idea. It really is.
Yeah.
Now I
just-
want one, so I could have a cybernetic ear to match my cybernetic eye.
Well, see, just every time Witch was like, "Yeah, I don't think you guys have this language." I'm like, "God damn it! Why do?" And the last session, I actually thought about that. I was like, "We need like a constant universal translator, like the translator
The ear-
grub in
the
in
ear grub.
Farscape." Yeah. Or the translator
Or
microbes
the-
is what it is.
No, it's a grub and a hitchhiker. Well, it's not a grub. It's like a seahorse.
But microbes in Farscape, the translator microbes.
Mm-hmm.
So, actually, yeah, I'm going to talk to Perry. Because if we're going to be able to translate stuff going forward, then I can free up a spell slot. But I'd kind of rather go the magic route because it's more powerful. So I'd like to ask Perry what he would need to do that as an enchanter.
So,
I mean, obviously, I can
tell me
cast
what
a
level.
spell,
Well, tell me what level comprehend languages are. Because remember, comprehend will only let you understand. It won't let you talk to them.
First level.
Okay, so it's a low level enchantment with permanency. It would be like just a grand of gold, and then it'd just take him like the day or whatever, 8 hours to make it, and then you'd have it.
Okay, I would like one as well then.
Okay.
I don't want to overburden Bach. He's got a lot on his plate, and I really want those disintegration grenades.
Who had the ability to actually talk in those languages? I think it was Bryn.
I can only talk in common and giant.
No, but I thought you had like some ability that let you talk, because I could understand.
I can speak with animals, and I can speak with the dead.
No.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
mean,
don't
can
have anything to help me talk with anyone.
well. I'm marking 2 first level slots off my sheet for casting comprehend. So.
Okay. So you're gonna assist Perry in the enchanting
Yeah.
and everything.
I'm not
Okay,
going to assume
yeah.
that he knows the spell or anything. So.
So being a wizard, he can actually, or like a lich, but they work like wizards. He can learn or know the spell and have it and kind of work with it. He doesn't necessarily have to have it prepared to work with the spell.
Oh, that's true. I guess they get a book or a tome or a.
But he does
they
know. He
call the
knows
lich
that
one.
spell. But if you want to help him and cast it, that's fine. You can do that. If you want to spend your time doing that on the day or whatever, it's not a big deal. And then let's see. Kronos, give me a engineering check with advantage.
Alrighty. I'll take the 17 over the 7. So 17 plus 13. Is that a dirty 30?
That is.
That is it. Oh,
All
that is a
right.
dirty 30. Good
Yep.
shit, Kronos. Okay. So here's what we're gonna do. I need you to roll me a d6.
A D6?
Yeah.
Alright.
Boy, would Bryn want one of these too?
I mean, I'm assuming.
But, I
Yeah.
mean,
Okay.
if
All
they're
of us
cheap
being able
enough,
to
yeah.
understand what is being said to us might be a good
Yeah.
idea.
Yeah.
I wasn't gonna be greedy, but you know.
And then instead of like subtitles popping up, since it's magic, you all just understand what's being said. There's no.
All right. I'm going to mark 2,000 gold off my sheet.
And I will mark 1,000 gold off my sheet. I got a 5 on the
In
D6.
8 hours. 5.
Yep.
Interesting. That is good to know.
Is that a good interesting?
Yeah. It was-
It is for me. I haven't created that random table chart, so it just means I gotta start working on that one next, which is good. I have some.
Okay.
direction.
I mean, because when you say something like that, my heart stops for a second. Like, oh,
Yeah.
So, Kronos, you got a dirty 30. You
Yes.
do get a ping somewhere out there in the distance. You think it's probably the closest galaxy. And as the calculations for distance come in, it is 239 light years away.
damn. All right.
Which is the
Closest
first. I mean, not for you, but in terms of since you've been in the game world, would definitely be the furthest any of the ships in this game world have ever traveled.
All right. That's going to take a while.
Yeah, but you have coordinates, so that means any sort of gating you would try to do with the base to move it out of this galaxy, have a spot where you actually could aim for now, which is nice.
Yeah.
So one of Bach's satellites is online, 200, what did I say, 39 or 49 light years away, something like that.
239. Yeah, 239
Yeah.
light years away. Let's see. Make a note here.
Okay, I'm just going to say this because I just looked it up. Shay, shut up about your closet researcher. The amount of stars within 250 light years of us
Is
is
a lot.
250,000 stars.
Yeah, I know.
I'm
And this is where
saying,
Bach's...
as reference, we are in the butthole of space where there is nothing.
Uh-huh.
You're at the center of the Big Bang, and the cool thing is, as it spread out, time was still going. And from what you heard from Spyros, when you guys get out into the galaxy, it's going to be as if, eons have passed. There's going to be a lived-in universe out there from this beyond where you guys go, because you're riding from behind the expansion wave. So time's passed.
So we're not
from
just
your
going to go
perspective.
from planet to planet and see primordial ooze.
Yeah. Essentially, yeah.
No more
Planets aren't even
dinosaur
formed
planets.
yet.
Yeah, everything's just molten rock or orc clouds. and
Yeah.
asteroidal debris, and yeah.
No, it's going to be eons have passed. And also, you get the sense that anything that was in this galaxy that got ripped out there, like these satellites or Ostroth, possibly, were riding the back of that wave. So when they crashed, after time had already passed as well. So they will have been deposited relatively. A lot of time won't have passed depending on when you get there. It'll be relatively new from your perspective.
That'd be interesting if there were elves on that station.
Mm-hmm.
What would they have evolved into? Because consider that it's been like 4 billion years since our own Big Bang. It's a lot of evolving.
Well,
Anyway.
Kronos would know after jumping from multiverse to multiverse, life usually takes the form of humanoids.
Life
The universe seems-
finds 2 legs.
Yes.
Usually, yeah, it seems to have a fondness of that form.
I turned to Kirby. What the fuck happened to you then?
I have 2
Camp Jello.
legs, and he sort of stands up on 2 pseudopods. He sort of like pulls his crotch up. Or it would be his crotch for his
God.
ooze.
That was really disturbing to watch. And you chose this form, didn't you, Kirby?
Jokingly, yes, and it's turned into my own hell. It also has a lot of cool benefits, though. So I mean, it is what it is.
Would you rather a
chose it
different kind of body?
jokingly, But every time we tried to get him a new one, he was like, "Nah, I'm good."
I mean, you had a robot body for a while.
Yeah, but you don't feel anything.
So would you like a kind of like android?
No, I don't think so.
That has like skin and sensors and stuff?
No, I think I'm okay. I think I've had enough body shifting experiences for one lifetime. You know, when this ooze gets all, I don't know what happens when we die, but when that happens, I'll be fine with whatever happens, I guess. I don't know, now I'm thinking about it. Maybe I should get a different body. As you can see, he's starting to question everything.
I mean, you just pick up dirt and hair wherever you kind of undulate, so...
But I just eat it.
Oh!
Wow. That sounds awful.
How does it keep getting worse? I just don't
I
understand.
don't taste it,
Yeah.
so it's kind of, you know.
And we trimmed the Yeti the other day. Now I know how it got cleaned so quickly.
So you don't
No.
even really taste food anymore, do you, buddy?
No, there's a slight aroma to things for a second, but once it starts dissolving, it's gone.
Okay, so I'm adding this to our quest list. Please mark it down, Luke.
Uh-huh.
Find
What?
Kirby good new body.
I am writing it down in big letters. Find Kirby. New. Good. Body.
Yeah, and by good you can put a little asterisk, and the asterisk means touch, taste. Not that that's how we're going to test the body, but that's what the body,
That
it needs to
sounds
have
like-
that capability.
That sounds like how you're gonna test the body. You'd be like, nope, tastes bad. Not this one.
With
Nope,
touch,
sour.
taste.
That's probably the safer statement.
Yeah, you know, the whole thing about language, it works when you use it properly. See? Find Kirby new good body. With touch and taste.
Thank you.
With new touch and taste action.
Now with touch and taste added.
Do you need Kung Fu grip too?
No, I actually have pretty good grip as a ooze, surprisingly, considering I'm made of jello.
Yeah.
It's,
I mean, what's your strength? Like 3?
I've never tried to quantify it outside of a video game, but I guess we're still kind of doing that maybe? I don't know, but 15?
On a scale of 1 to 20,
Strong-
about a 15?
A strong 15.
I'm strong.
So about one less than mine is what you're saying. I understand now.
Yes. If Oozes could have squinty eyes, he would be squinty eyeing you right now. But he doesn't really have eyes.
If Bryn is, say, an 18 out of 20, I'm a 16 out of 20.
Understood. Let's see here.
Oh my god, Kronos, you have a higher strength than Bryn?
Yes, I do. Gauntlets of Ogre Strength, remember?
Oh, that's right, you did
yeah.
gank those.
Gank them. I freaking went into the code and I manifested them out of the code, so I worked for those fuckers.
Oh, that was funny.
Okay. So you guys have the one satellite that's online, and you have a coordinate for them, and then Kronos.
Yes.
You know that the anchoring system they were working on to move was fixed. They were just trying to work and figure out the coordinate system for the planar, like the planar jump. But now that there's not a planar jump, this would just be a gate. So you think moving here could be possible once you guys are ready to explore, or should you need an escape route or something like that, you have that ready to go.
We're talking about Nalzan's gate tech.
It's not Nalzan's, but it's Box Gate that he was working on. You guys sort of turned that into like the anchor / planar like field generation device that was going to hopefully keep the base together when everything collapsed. But now that same field can sort of be retrofitted for a gate, essentially.
So we would need a gate somewhere else to connect to this, or?
No, you have the coordinate. You would just need wherever you wanted to go, similar to like a Stargate, except you don't need a gate where you're going. You just need to essentially open the field that you're generating with the gate to that location, and it essentially just moves you there.
So kind of like a starburst in Farscape.
Is it two-way? I guess is my question.
No, it's one way. It only is aimed one way, and it can only be accessed one way, like the gate spell.
Right, but we couldn't tell them to fire this thing up in 8 hours so that we can get back. We'd have to get back on our own.
No, it takes the base.
Not how this works. It would take the entire base.
Okay. I was misunderstanding.
The base to a new galaxy.
I was misunderstanding.
Yeah. It's all good. I know you thought I was opening a gate for you guys to go through, but no.
Yeah.
It can take everyone there.
What do we have that can blow up the sun then? If we can ditch the solar system.
Blow up the
sun?
Turn
the sun into a black hole?
Well, I mean, there's this huge thing with tendril. Would you like to look at my alignment again, please?
Science.
So you don't want to save any of the drow on Rashana? The people that Zorg's going to go back to save? You just fuck all them and everything?
Wait, are those the mushroom guys?
You can do that. There's also the mushroom guys. There's also a bunch of people living on the moons and around the elven world. There's also the people being attacked by demons on Terrace that you unleashed there when you also unleashed the invasive species of bugs.
Ooh. Oops.
Wait, we did what?
Forgot we did that.
Remember when you said hi to the beholder and opened that gate and it released all those weird alien bugs on the terrace? And then a bunch of bounties went up for hunting them. You could get paid per skin you brought back. And then you guys went back there and hell portals opened and released demons. And then you're like, yeah, fuck this, we're leaving. So there's currently barbarians
like something we would do.
where Bryn was hoping to go back and start a new barbarian tribe fighting for their life against demons. So, yeah. There's a bunch of stuff going on in the galaxy right now.
So we've got. Hang on, I'm making a list of all these fucking threats that we should likely clean up before we go scooting on to a new galaxy. So
I mean-
obviously the giant planet-sized mind flayer, right?
Yeah.
Ego.
And then wasn't there a huge beholder, or did the fleet take care of that?
As far as you guys are aware, the fleet killed the dragon and the beholder a long time ago.
Okay.
As far as we're aware, that
Those are
Keep
comforting
in mind,
words.
he says that shit all the time, and it doesn't. It literally just means that's what happened.
yeah. Then we
He just
open a
likes to fuck
random
with
door
us.
in fucking in Manos's base, and oh, here's a
Surprise!
fucking
Yeah.
planet-sized beholder behind door number 2.
The demons were on what planet?
Scientifically merged with the dragon and an
Yes.
elder
Fuck.
dragon. Do you guys know what an elder brain dragon is? Imagine that mixed with the beholder. Ooh.
Oh, no. Listen,
So,
one
as I was
existential
saying-
threat at a time, please.
Okay, I'm gonna message Nomgold. Are there any Genesis devices anywhere that? Yeah. Can just wipe out a planet. One torpedo. God, I need you guys to watch Star Trek. I really do.
Oh, okay.
Specifically
what-
Trek 2.
What planet were the demons on?
Terrus. Terrus.
S. Evil fucking bug problem was on what planet?
The same one.
Oh, okay. Bugs.
Look, that planet's a write-off. We should just move on.
You could go take a. You guys literally have transport ships. You could go there, pick up a bunch of the barbarian tribes living there, and just take the fuck off and
And then nuke the
Go give
planet
them a
from
new
orbit?
planet.
That sounds like a great idea.
yeah, just go give them a new planet in some other galaxy. You could
mean,
do
That
a bunch
actually
of
does
rescue
sound like a
missions.
good idea.
Yeah, you could do a bunch of rescue missions. You don't have to literally go fight every big boss.
Rescue
You can, though.
all... I'm writing this down. Rescue all barbarian tribes.
Wait,
Yes,
is,
please.
is the spider still around?
You mean
The spider.
The Death Spider? Yeah,
Anderson
we still
Silva?
have
Yeah.
that around.
Yeah. Because remember, it wasn't it involved in that combat we were just doing. I just want to make sure everyone returned safely, because Woodrow never said
Yeah.
either way.
So they weren't following you. They were gone before because they were with Tarn chasing down those other capital ships that started to move towards Fellendir, and it turned out they were just trying to reposition for a barricade because Big Boy was coming in and they didn't want anyone trying to disrupt his feast. But they eventually broke off and warped back home.
Good.
Bless
Bless
you.
you, babe.
Thank you.
Gesundheit. Okay, so rescue barbarian tribes, nuke planet from orbit. That'll take care of the demons and the bugs.
All right, so Bach, I'm gonna need a thermonuclear device that could destroy a planet. What's that gonna cost us?
You would just get 3 dots back. Because I don't think there's anyone you could buy that from.
We'll work on that one.
No, I was asking Bach how to make it. I wasn't asking Namgol to buy it.
Oh yeah. Sorry, I'm getting my orcs all mixed up. How dare I? Making it would be actually possible. It would literally, he would have to stop doing everything he's doing to do that. It'd be like, trying to make a gigantic nuke. But
I got a feeling we're gonna need a few.
it could be done possibly. It's just gonna cost a lot of money.
I don't have a lot of money anymore. We're out of money.
Well,
We need to rob people.
right now the best bet of an instant kill button is Zalman and his genetic a weapon, trying to basically find a delivery device for that into the brain.
A big syringe.
A giant syringe.
Okay, Bach, we're gonna need a giant syringe. Where will we get the glass? We
Alright.
got an 800-foot needle.
Yeah, you guys can do whatever you want to do. either way, it's going to take time and resources. It just depends on how big you want to go, how exactly you want to handle everything. Just let me know.
Okay.
And
So the brain,
Huge bada
the
boom.
things.
the brain is ego, right?
Yes.
Yeah, the big brain
Ego.
that's attacking that planet is ego.
So we want to kill that. We want
You get
to.
the sense that that's the thing that Manos was using in this game world to sort of rip the idea of this video game world into the astral world, make it sort of partially real, so he can start his shit. So you remember there was like he had to have some sort of psionic of the creatures that were generating like enough thought to actually pull this off, and this ego is one of them. So killing that is going to be very, very good.
Okay. So Kronos worked with Bach. Develop this. I mean, is there anything I could do to help? Because I guess it's a little bit of a poison. Or is this just...
You actually could aid Zalnan if you wanted to, especially because you're both because of the poison expertise and also because you're Drow, and you're psionically capable and all that stuff. So you could sort of maybe help him figure out how to have it affect the just ego and not the elves that are being like assimilated on the planet.
Yeah, so he could test it on me, and if it affects me, he knows he's going in the wrong direction. I feel much better.
Yeah. If that's how you
wanted
to
to help.
Yeah, he could do that.
No, that's not how I want to do that. That's my point.
Too late. You just volunteered.
No, I said you could help because you're Drow, because you know Drow physiology.
Yes.
That
You
is
understand
true.
Drow a little better than a gnome, you know. So
I do have one question. While I was in my trance, could I still feel like the spiritual aspect of that?
So what you felt when you went into your trance after the expanse is kind of overwhelming. So before you were pretty sure, like, oh yeah, you know, I can feel or whatever, this is all real. But it was like a new weight has been felt because the time that has passed out there in space, it feels like Zinzarina's presence has solidified itself a bit more than what it felt like previously. Either she's gained more followers or ways of spheres of influence in some other way out there in the cosmos as that sort of time passed. That connection actually seems a lot stronger than it has before. You don't know if she's gonna like show up and answer everything you ask or anything like that. You know, she's capable of doing that all the time and all that stuff, but the connection, the spiritual connection that you have between a cleric and their patron is very strong.
Yay.
Let's see. Oh yeah, one of the things that you would have felt in that trance as well is sort of hope in the movement against Lolth. You get a sense that whatever Zinzarine is doing is actually, it's aimed at usurping usurping Lolth and essentially taking her spot in the Abyss as a demon lord. So that'll be pretty intense. What is your shit, I can't think of what it's called right now. Your alignment. You ever pick one? It's not really super important, but I was just curious.
I did? Where the hell would I find that on my sheet?
Notes, I think, or somewhere along there. Description, maybe? Yeah, description.
So there's backstory. Orgs, allies, enemies, backstory, other. Is it an extra?
Did you look at description?
Sorry, I'm looking.
It has a
Where the
line
hell
with
is-
faith
Where the hell is description?
right next to notes. It goes description, notes, extras.
Oh, okay. Neutral evil.
Neutral evil. Okay, interesting. So yeah, I think you have. I think she's chaotic evil. Zinzrina.
Is she?
I can't remember now. She's either that or neutral evil. I just can't remember.
Well, let me check out chaotic evil. Creatures act with arbitrary violence spurred by their greed, hatred, or bloodlust. Demons, red dragons, and orcs.
She's chaotic neutral is what it is. Yeah.
Same alignment that I am. Chaotic
She's
neutral.
my favorite. Yeah. So she just does whatever the fuck she wants. And her taking Lolth's position would be actually good. Kronos has found out for everybody in the cosmos, according to Spiros. And that's just because Lolth is a garbage entity. She's evil as fuck. And then I'm trying to think. So you get the satellite. Osteroth is out of commission. There's no way to find that outside of stumbling upon it, essentially, I think. Actually, I'm gonna roll for this.
So that's you sent me down an interesting rabbit hole. So do neutral evil people believe in loyalty or interpersonal bonds at all?
Normally, no. Neutral evil. That's why I was kind of surprised when you said neutral evil. Neutral evil is usually reserved for like necromancers, druids, because neutral evil is sort of like an evil druid that is sort of the laws of nature.
I think
it's just natural, and they're more inclined to evil because they don't like the human aspects of nature, just the wild aspects of nature, and they hunt and destroy humans, that sort of thing. That would be like a neutral evil druid. Necromancers are kind of neutral evil. If they don't have law and they're not, purely chaotic trying to destroy the world, they're just like a wizard that uses the dead for their own things and study, but they're not like necessarily bound by any law or out there chaotically just killing everybody for no reason. They could be neutral evil too. It's kind of a weird alignment for you, to be honest, but it's...
How about lawful evil?
Lawful evil would make more sense for you. Yeah.
Okay, let's go with that. The reason I picked neutral evil is because that's the default of Drow.
Yeah. I think
according to this, anyway.
That does seem weird, though, because they have their own law system. I feel like they would be lawful.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I don't know. Maybe because they're more based in nature. I don't know. But the alignment system is kind of all just for
flavor.
For flavor. If you can't quite think of something and you want to like randomly pick something, at least that's what I use it for. Because people tend to be more. It doesn't really have an
effect on gameplay anymore.
No, there's no like spells for it really that much. I think you can detect people's alignment, but only a paladin would care, and they wouldn't even really have a reason to anymore, unless you're just like lawful evil. They would be like, they'd want to know what your law is, and they would always watch their back around you, and if they had a chance to like make sure your crimes got caught up with you, they would, but they wouldn't necessarily go out of their way to just fucking like smite you or kill you or whatever. But
right, the only thing, and there's like the protection from good, protection from evil aspect of it. That I have to be careful with, because as far as I'm aware, Kronos and Bryn both ping off the good meter. So if I protect from evil, I'm protecting from myself.
Well, it's protection from good and evil. Usually you'd protect from evil. I mean, from good as an evil person, but that spell doesn't really work like that, I don't think, in this edition. It doesn't like block your alignment, I don't think. It like protects you from being possessed and shit.
That's weird.
Yeah.
Anywho.
That spell now, I can look at it and tell you what
it's a good spell still. Yeah.
So I'm going lawful evil, and do I have to like tell you anything about the law I follow.
Well, I'm assuming it would be the like Zinzarina's law because you're a cleric. Of
Yeah,
hers.
and kind of, you know, my rules are based on loyalty and the bonds that
Which
this
is
makes.
not Zinzarina's way, but she has already told you, expressed, like if your path is to trust people, that's on you. It's not something she does, and she told you that, but she's like willing to let you deal with that yourself, because if it comes back to bite you, it does, but maybe it doesn't.
Basically,
Maybe
you
you're
on your own, bitch.
Yeah, maybe you're stronger with her, and she can't understand that because it's not her following, but you're still following the other ways, which is like shadows, illusion, assassin, all the other stuff is there. It's just you don't have the Sith aspect anymore. You sort of walked away from that part because you met Bryn and all that shit in the backstory. So that
My
part
lightsaber would
has
only be
changed.
mostly red.
Yeah, it'd be mostly
Walking towards the path of Grey Jedi, basically.
No, I am not Ahsoka. Ahsoka's a weenie. They made her into a weenie.
Yeah.
I disavow everything Disney has done with Star Wars for all of it, so whatever.
Flying Feline, I don't know what pancake evil is, but yeah.
Well, some person said waffle evil. Better than pancake evil.
Oh.
Now, waffle evil could be meaning, you're sometimes evil, sometimes not,
French
Waffling
toast
back
evil.
and forth.
Shay, are you constantly hitting that or what?
Panettone.
Yep. Sorry.
That's okay.
It's okay.
I was just trying to figure out if my wrist was vibrating on purpose. We have
So is,
thingies.
Just so from my notes, is the plans right now to stay in the universe and sort of, stay in the solar system or whatever and try and fix a few things, or do you want to get out of the solar system?
And leave people to their fate?
Yeah. And blow up the sun, as Dis put it.
So I'm going to vote that we clean up some of the fucking messes that we've made.
Okay, I'd like to rescue the barbarians.
Okay, so that's on there.
Okay.
I would like, if possible, if it's not going to be too much of a pain in the ass, to kill Manos.
Well, that's
Yeah.
We're gonna have to go to the next galaxy for that, because his place is further gone than it was. I'm guessing he was probably kicking it on that space station that we never got to. That was on the farthest reaches of this little universe over here, or this galaxy or whatever it is.
Well, I mean, is that what we know, or is that what we assume?
I mean, that's what I am. That's what I am assuming.
Yeah, that was the last signal Kronos had of any sort of gating activity of Manos.
Yep.
And all that was basically torn apart by the Celestials that just expanded the universe. They basically are like, if Manos is going to try and control things, he's going to have to grasp a whole universe and not just these little back rooms that he was making, because he could actually be almost omnipotent or at the level he was at, he was almost omnipotent over his little 3 pocket worlds that he had open and can sustain.
Yeah.
And then those just all got popped and blown open, essentially. And now Manos is scattered amongst the cosmos. So you guys basically essentially have to find him and kill him. But it's still just a hunt for Manos.
Yes.
Okay.
In terms of
But the good
in terms
thing
of him.
is that he can't spy on us anymore.
Yep.
He can set up all
And
the
he's
ambush
not-
he wants, but he doesn't
not
know
here.
we're coming. Yeah.
So you have
Okay.
some time to fix some things if you want. And yeah, hopefully.
And deal with the brain if we
However you
can,
wanna do it.
because I'd like to not just leave Drow to their own fate, or elves, or whatever the fuck they are at this point.
So that comes down to you and Zalnan
Yes.
are going to be working on the poison for the ego brain bioweapon.
Yes.
And Kronos and Bach, me and Bach, are going to be working on basically what? The plan to nuke the planet with the bugs and the demons on it?
If you guys
Well,
want to
that-
create a... Go ahead, Dis.
No, I was just going to say, if we evacuate the barbarians, we don't have to do that.
You really think those fuckers are going to stay on that planet? Really?
Do I think that bugs can travel in space? No, I don't.
I was talking more about the fucking demons.
That's beyond my pay grade. I don't know how demons move from planet to planet.
They plane ship.
Yeah. So they would be able to get off that planet and continue to attack. They might even be able to find
the strong ones.
That's bad enough. The strong ones are not. We don't want those fuckers breeding anywhere. We don't want them moving. Like, listen, if we're gonna start cleaning up some of our messes, we need to actually clean them up, not half-ass it.
That's my way.
I understand that, but that's not how I do things.
Well, that's why we're still here after 55 episodes.
Uh-huh. And that's why we've got loose ends.
I hate loose ends. I just delete the quests.
Exactly. So this is us deleting the loose ends.
I know, you're trying to quest complete it. I use a save editor and just clear the quest.
Well, unfortunately, we can't do that anymore in this universe.
Damn it. Alright, so, I mean, are the demons and bugs, are we talking a city, or are we talking a planet?
Well, I mean, when you guys go make scans, when you go over the planet, you'll be able to see how many little pockets of demons there are. The invasive species are kind of, that planet is like, they're just all over that planet. They're going to be all over that planet. Hunting them down and all that stuff's going to be hard. But the demons, you think you could probably scan the planet and try and find, what are they called? Like the fiendish nests, and maybe nuke them from orbit if you guys make those weapons or whatever. After you guys go, maybe pick up the barbarians, so make sure there's none down there. And then maybe
all right.
nuke them from orbit. It's totally possible.
I don't think that we could ever make that planet safe without turning it into a burning cinder. So let's take care of the demons, and let's evacuate the barbarians.
Mm-hmm.
And the bugs can do whatever the fuck they're gonna do. Does that sound decent? I mean, the barbarians are the only people there, right?
I think
Yeah,
so.
the barbarians they're not all like barbaric tribes, but they are like Goliaths and humans that live there that essentially. There's also like Tauran barbarians, orcs, and Leonin / Tabaxi barbarians that live down there.
Yeah, we need to save all of them if we can.
Where are we gonna put them?
We're going to move them to a new planet.
I understand. When we pick them up, where are we going to place them before they get to a new planet?
We have transport ships, yes. How many?
All I'm trying to say is that the space station is pretty full.
I know.
And if we're gonna move the station.
Uh-huh. Okay, so we need to expand,
or
actually,
we find a good planet to leave them here.
Yes, that's what I was about to say. We find a safe place to drop them off here.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could leave them on the Dwemer planet with, I think it's called Thun Mar. I can't remember off the top of my head. But you could leave them where Namgolg is shopping. Just to get them off that planet.
It makes no difference to me as long as we have a place to stick them. I just don't want to forget about them. And
I'm writing down Thun Mar.
I mean, unless Bryn wants to lead her people.
So, what you can do is you guys could. So if you when you go down to the planet, you send out a mass message or something, basically telling people to get on their ships and leave, and head to Thun Mar. You could also, so with the field that generates from the base, if you guys parked a couple of the transports at the base, you could have people on it. You also do have rooms available. You guys don't have all of your room taken because the barbarians you guys saved from that one transport ship or whatever before didn't really stay. They were what filled up the place, but they left after the attack on the policing station. They all went back to Terrace. So if you go pick them back up, you'll have space for them. And if you park like a transport ship and keep that full, you could get another like tribe with you guys. And then you can also just, if you want to move them to a new galaxy, you could just pack the station when you go to move, and then onboard them to the 2 transports and have them go off and find their own, a new home planet on their own.
Find a home planet.
You could give them the choice. You don't have to make the call yourself.
Right.
If they want to stay here with the Dwemer, they can. If they want to pack up with you guys, and probably not everyone's going to want to go with you. It's probably just going to be the people willing to adventure out and find a new home for themselves. For people who aren't willing, who aren't holding on to the tradition of this being their home.
Yeah, if they want to stay and deal with the bugs and the demons until we kill them. I mean, that's their problem. All right, solid plan.
I think so. And won't be leaving anything that could hopefully. We won't be leaving anything that would come back to bite us in the ass. That's really one of the things I'm worried about. We leave all these loose ends, and then shit comes back around to bite us in the ass.
Yeah, can we also find a place to abandon that kid before we jump the space station, please?
Didn't
Sure.
we just purge the kid? Kid's fine now.
I mean, is she though?
You're holding a grudge.
Me? Oh my
Yes.
gosh.
Uh-huh. I know, this is my shocked face. But, still. We got rid of the Manos code. In us and in them. That's correct, right, Woodrow? That was the whole... Okay. Yeah. Kid's fine. Looney.
Uh-huh. I would direct you to the evil section of my sheet, but
I would direct you to this middle finger as well.
look, people who cause us problems, I have problems getting over. By the way, what's Zorg doing? Did he already catch a boat?
No, he's resting, letting the regeneration spell take effect because it takes days. So that's what he's doing. He's growing his organs back.
I think we're gonna have to. I mean, he's a conscious person now, right?
Yeah.
Not just reacting off instinct. Okay.
Yeah.
So I think we're probably gonna have to have a discussion with him and explain our plan about the brain.
Yeah. He might be able to help you narrow down what needs to be done for that bioweapon flow.
He could. When actually, when Perry did his thing and gave him the gift of light coming out of his butt or orifices, orifi, did he imbue him with the knowledge that he had pulled out of the game files in such a way as to let him know what had happened up until this point, as opposed to the blank slate that he was going to be when the player came?
No, because that's not really how that works. He didn't do that, but he did sort of, explain to him why he feels the way he does and sort of how things aren't playing out how they were supposed to. All that sort of stuff. But he just wants to go home and connect with Eldar, which he can't do until he's there in person because of the ring.
So we get rid of the ego brain. That the Drow planet is going to be safe again, theoretically. Yeah.
Theoretically, yeah.
Okay.
You don't think there's anything connecting Eldar and ego anymore after that first sort of biological weapon was released. They've been completely split into two entities.
All right.
So anything
So we
that's
killed-
biologically released on Felondir won't affect Rashana as long as you don't bring it there.
All right. Sounds good.
Okay.
I want these people to have their planet back without fear of big fucking evil brain bug trying to eat them and suck their planet dry, as it were.
Just assimilate everything, essentially.
Yeah.
Biological Borg.
Yeah. No good. We must end biological Borg.
Yeah, technology only.
No. How about no Borg? How about
We'll create a
free
new
will?
Borg. A better Borg.
Yes.
No. End the Borg.
No.
Free will for all people.
Okay, so now that there's
Live free or die.
a little bit of a game plan, I'll go ahead and call it so I can start crafting the next little expanse of her demise.
Bye, Borg.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm just curious at this point. I don't know if I want to put it out into the ether for Wedro to chew on or not, but I'm curious because he was eyeing my armor and my eye implant really hard. I'm curious if he's going to just let that go, or if he's going to be...
If it's going to cause
Was-
problems.
Was
Yeah.
he or was Ego?
Oh, that's true.
Because Ego was the one in control of Zorg when Zorg was fighting his master and all that shit. So Zorg
Right.
himself has no connection to that other than when he said thank you. When he said thank you, Danuin, when you put the ring on him because you have the armor and eye. So it was just sort of what we thought you were for a moment, but then you realize you're a woman. So definitely not an old drow man. A
No,
young
I'm
female
a
woman.
spry. I'm a spry 85.
Yeah.
Question about Perry. You said Perry and Kirby were playing the game, trying to get information out of it.
Yeah, so you had left Kirby like to scour the games after you guys were trying to find Dis's name and some other just information about what's going on and the different bubbles out there
Right.
that Manos had created, little Demi's planes or whatever, and he'd sort of stayed doing that, and then Perry at some point had come in and been curious and sort of asked him like, so about this game, and they sort of sat down and Kirby was running him through the story and what was supposed to happen because Perry kind of knows what's supposed to happen. He feels like he knows what's supposed to happen, but he can't like just reach into his mind and recall it. It was a weird sixth sense that he had to investigate, but the only way he could really do it was, looking at the files that he came from essentially. So he has spent some time in the game, yeah.
Okay. The ego. Is ego something that Manos created to attack this place, or was ego part of the game originally?
Ego's the end game boss. Ego is what the underlining story is about of the whole game. Manos didn't create it, but used its psionic ability to sort of, or maybe Zorg's psionic ability, one of the two, to pull the idea of the creation, like a video game, from a thought in someone's head. That psionic power was used to rip it from a thought into a sort of little bubble demiplane in the astral. So that was the first step into creating something real.
Gotcha. Okay. So that means that there is in-game a way to destroy this thing. Otherwise, how can you win the game, right?
Yeah. Oh, it has a weakness.
Okay. Okay. So is there a way for Kirby and Perry to aid Dis and Zalnan in finding a way to eradicate this thing with the knowledge that they have garnered from the game?
So the knowledge and the way you're supposed to go down in the game is the player is supposed to have a connection to Ego throughout the game that's mysterious. So it's supposed to be like a dual personality working on the character. So it's these two trees of evil or good, which way you choose, essentially.
Gotcha.
And so the weakness is actually the connection that the player has with Ego. It uses it to get in and overpower Ego at the end. Essentially, Zorg is like an Anakin Skywalker type. You know, it's this immense power, potential, ability, and Ego through the constant like battle between Ego and Eldar. Essentially, he gets brought to his peak of that potential, and it's enough to kill Ego in the end. So it's like a very video game way to win. Very game weakness is this link, psionic link is the weakness. So using that knowledge, you wouldn't really be able to assist in the bioweapon, but it does tell you that having Zorg on your side is extremely powerful. It is a huge boon. So letting him not go mad and destroy the world and getting taken as an asset by Ego, or getting killed by Eldar because there was no other choice, those are the other two options essentially. So like if Ego had gotten control, Zorg would have gone to Rashana and executed Eldar and all the rest of the Drow that are connected to Eldar. And it would have been a weapon for Ego to use against you guys. But since you sacrificed the ring and blocked Ego's persuasion and all that, and got to cast Regenerate on him and all that, he's actually a very good boon to have on your side. You think if you were to ever come down to a fight, having him there would be super important.
Okay, cool. That's what I was curious about, you know, because if like you said, big bad boss, there has to be a way to stop him. I was just wondering if we could use that to our advantage to stop this fucking thing, because that's basically his mission, is to stop that fucking thing.
Yeah, skip to the second mission from the end, and which is the MacGuffin recovery. And tell us what tomb we need to go into to get the MacGuffin, and or I guess maybe I have the MacGuffins.
Yeah. So throughout the game, Zorg recovers his ex-master's armor and artifact and weapons, although the weapons you don't have. Along the game to find that's sort of like the rare end tier items shit. It helps you with the boss fight. Because
wait, what are the weapons?
You don't know. Do you want to go and look?
I want to ask Steve and whoever was playing the game, because they would, or maybe Perry, who was looking through the game code.
No, I was just kidding because you don't know off the top of your head. That's why I said, do you want to know? So when you ask, there's essentially a rifle, and then there's 2 short swords. They're essentially like +3 short swords.
Oh.
The disappointment was palpable. Just that.
+3 weapons aren't weak. But they're just military weapons. They're not magic. The eye in this is the magical part.
Right. I mean, the armor has special abilities. The eye has special abilities. So I was thinking maybe the weapon had a special ability, and it's only with those 3 combined that you get the set bonus and some effect that's going to help us in our fight against Ego.
Nope.
Damn it.
+3 weapons.
I also didn't want to leave anything on the table before we left the space behind for good.
Yeah, no, that's fair. That's fair. Okay. And there's a lot of fucking random notes on these pages that I'm gonna have to go back through and kind of make. I mean, I tried to make them as logical as possible, but yeah.
Good luck.
Thanks.
Sporadic notes. You have to go back in and be like, wait, what? You'll write like one word, and you'll be like, you forget what it meant in context. You're like, fuck.
I hate that. Going back and trying to be like, what the
hell does remember Osteroth mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got that written down here. Yeah, Osteroth is gone, possibly pulled deeper into universe. This is now a full-blown universe, is the note I have about Osteroth.
So I think going into the next season, my key is going to be, if I make notes, I need to do a timestamp of what episode. So write down
when I was going back and listening to them again, I actually started a Google Doc with some timestamps for questions that I wanted to ask, and I ended up asking them. So it's a good idea. It is helpful. Before we end this session, if Kronos gets a minute to himself, he would like to take a look at the trinket.
Oh, did you want me to cast Identify on that hourglass for you?
Sure.
I assumed that that's where you were going. I'm sorry if I interrupted you.
Well, I was going to. I was going to analyze it myself and possibly see what happens when I turn it upside down. But yeah,
So
go
the
ahead. I'll have
Identify
you.
comes-
Go ahead.
It comes back on. Essentially, it's mundane in terms of like any sort of magical effect. There's no magical effect to it anymore. But when you turn it over, you can see that the sand, it doesn't fall like. I mean, it's not a thick sort of flow. It's sort of just this little trinkle of a couple pieces of sand. They sort of come down every so often, and they sort of shine as they do. And when you sit there and watch it, and you take the sort of the time to sort of like see how much goes by, flip it over and stuff.
Kind of just sit and meditate with it.
You think that it's probably. Oh shit! How long does your ethereal spell last again? I fucking forgot. off the top of
Just
my
a
head. I
second.
think is it 8 hours? Etherealness. It can be longer if you upcast it, but it starts. 8 hours. So
8 hours. Yep, there it is. Duration 8 hours. Yep.
The hourglass goes in increments of 8 hours. So if the sand were to run out from when you tip it over, it would be 8 hours from that point, essentially.
Okay. All right. Cool. Yep. I wanted to look into that before we ended this session.
Mm-hmm. And you get a sense that it would still count time even if you were to go over to the ethereal plane, like transfer yourself over there. You think that it wouldn't affect it at all, the etherealness of it.
Okay.
Dang, that dog is going fucking crazy. I'm guessing you guys can't hear it because no one said anything, but there's like a dog that's been barking for like 10 fucking minutes, and he just is like going. Dang, I hope everything's okay. Cool. It's what, 8:30? Yeah, it's probably not coyotes.
Can hear the siren. What siren? I don't hear a siren.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I hear nothing.
Don't think I'm deaf.
You're probably just thinking you're hearing a siren after all that music that just ended.
I mean, all I hear is the hum currently, or what sounds like a siren. Huh? Yeah, I don't hear anything.
Okay, so I also gotta add those items to the ship sheet.
He's just messing with you. There's no siren.
Shit.
She says, "Oh, I can hear the hum."
Oh yeah, the hum's there for sure.
The hum is making
Not
this
that.
stream a David Lynch movie, says some person. I think David Lynch would have a field day with this this story that we've got going on here.
Oh god.
We don't need that.
Dune times 10.
I would prefer to start something from fresh with no other influence other than my own at the start. If I was gonna do any kind of cohesive story.
I mean, it's fairly cohesive. You've done a pretty damn good job making it all make sense, man. At least from my perspective, anyway.
That's the key. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
Don't
you
look.
did
Don't look
right.
behind the screen.
Okay. Whatever. It's been an entertaining,
Just kidding.
entertaining ride. I mean, listen, I've been
No,
reading
it's been
comic books
fun.
for
It's
so
been
long.
just-
Lupin stuff happens, you know?
Mm.
Used to crazy stories.
I'm curious what we're gonna do for season 3, though. I'm very, very curious.
Yeah, me too. Are you going to be the one DMing, Sai?
No. No, I thought that, no. Season
Yeah,
3
no.
is going to be Woodrow in space, and then season 4 can be our blip over to Star Wars.
Okay.
Woodrow in space. Oh, are we getting a new player?
Yeah.
Or no? So. Yeah.
Yes. I'll talk to you guys backstage on that. Speaking of,
Okay.
it's rather late, so we should probably wrap. Thank you everybody for coming and hanging out. As always, we appreciate it. We lived somehow.
Feline's like, what? Yeah.
No, I don't know how we lived, but we managed to live mostly, kind of.
Mostly.
But yeah, make sure that you tune in. So next week, we're doing a show next week, right, Si?
As far as I'm aware.
Okay, so next week we're gonna do a show on my birthday.
Yes.
Happy birthday, Shay! Next Wednesday.
Well, then,
so make sure that
then
you
you
come
get the
hang
choice.
Out. No, that's why I was just shut up. We're playing. Fuck.
They come out
Make
at
things
night.
difficult.
Mostly.
But yeah, so it'll be really fun. Make sure that you come tune in. Also, I don't know if you guys, I'm sure you noticed. I was going through a lot of comics. I found a whole bunch of stuff for our channel giveaway. This
There
is
you
just a
go.
small selection. There's a whole bunch of shit in the other room.
Yeah.
So make sure that you come hang out with us on Friday. I'll put a tweet out probably sometime tomorrow and see if anybody shows up, because whatever. But we've got a lot of stuff that we're going to give away on Regen and celebrate doing this for the past 4 years. Yeah, been doing this for a while. And, you know, celebrate 4 years. We'll celebrate my birthday, which is coming next week, and just have a nice time. And then Saturday is the art auction.
Yup.
And it's going to be interesting because I'm going to be not here.
Yes.
I'm going to be elsewhere. It'll be fine.
Chaos.
I'm sure it'll be totally
Chaos
fine.
everywhere.
It's going to be great. We're going to,
You know what?
We'll make it work.
Bring your laptop. We'll
I
plug
am.
in my Yeti. We'll both do it from the same room.
That sounds like a bad idea.
It's not.
Yep.
It's not, because it's only a bad idea if there's a delay between the two people. Or if they have, like, no
If they
headset
have two
between them.
mics in one room and no sound barrier.
Yeah,
Trust me.
Only one mic is what Sai is saying. Feline and I did that. It worked out just fine.
We'll figure it out. We'll test it.
Whatever.
We'll test it.
Thanks, everyone. Make sure that you come hang out with us over the next couple of days. We'll see you later. Bye.